All right, and we are live. Thursday night game, Ravens versus the Bengals. Very big game right here. I decided to pick the Bengals. One is because just storyline wise, I think that the Bengals absolutely have to win this game. If they don't, they're behind the eight ball. It's pretty much it's pretty much like you just have to try to get the wild card at that point. If you win this game, you're still within the race. And also, if the Ravens lose, that makes it a very, very interesting battle for that number one seed in the AFC as well. Um, Both these teams coming off of losses, so it'll be interesting to see how they play. Um, right now, as far as like just fantasy wise, for me, I need Keaton Mitchell to do well. I know that Harbaugh basically was saying that he expects to have a bigger role, so I'm hoping for that. And then I'm going against Joe Burrow, so I'm hoping Joe Burrow doesn't have the best game. Or if he does have a good game, then Keaton Mitchell also has a good game. So one of the two, or both. But also, I will not be streaming next Thursday because obviously that's Thanksgiving. So I won't be streaming any like holiday stuff. So like no Thanksgiving, no like Christmas time, no like New Year's because I want to spend time with my family. But I couldn't pass up this opportunity to stream this game. I'm contemplating, but I don't think I will. But I'm contemplating if I'll stream the Panthers Cowboys game because I know it's going to be absolutely awful. I know people want to see people in pain, but I don't know. I'll have some time to decide that if I want to put myself through that pain. But let's see here. What else? As far as the Info Basement series. Sorry, like I said, I was trying to figure out how to use Premiere Pro, so that's the reason why I was not able to upload like I wanted to because I was still trying to learn how to use it. I was able to upload Week 8 NFL Basement and should the next couple of days upload Week 9 NFL Best Basement. Try to get somewhat close to up to date. I should be able to get up to date this next week on Thanksgiving week because I'll have time off and I'll be able to just focus on that. Um, but we have the script already written out for NFL Week 9, NFL Basement Week 9, so I'll probably get that out hopefully Saturday. I'm shooting for Saturday, but who knows? Um, Pretty much, yeah. Like I said, I expected this to be a good game. That's the reason why I was just like, I gotta stream this game because at least one of the games that I stream will be actually really good. Do 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 do. Mhm. Just commercials as usual. Um, if I had to give a score prediction, Bengals versus I would go 27 to 24. I'm gonna go 27-24 Bengals. Feel like I said, I feel like it's gonna be kind of close. But I feel like it's gonna be like combined close to like that 50 point range because both the defenses have been good, and both these offenses have been good. So, like I said, I don't think it's going to be a defense battle. I don't think it's offensive shootout. I think it's going to be a very good game to watch. Goodness. That's still kind of why the Pittsburgh is 2-0 the division. Like that's the other thing too is if Cincinnati wins, then they're 6-4, and then the Ravens are 7-4, and you got two other teams that are 6-3 going up against each other. So there's a possibility of like a lot of stuff happening. That's also strange. Like the Steelers being outgained every game is very interesting for sure. That's the reason why I have the Steelers winning, because of the Browns situation. Don't really know just yet, but you never know. All right, about to kick it off. McPherson, and it's going to be a touchback. All right. So we'll see Lamar first. Hopefully, Keaton Mitchell have a good game. So I'm hoping for. Gus Edwards is in right now, but let's hope for good things. All right, so first down 10. Shotgun formation. Gus Edwards is the back play action pass. Going to take a shot to Mark Andrews. Going to get up to about the 39-yard line. Great catch. So it's going to be first down 10 at the 39-yard line. I expect Mark Andrews to be a big factor right now because I think Logan Wilson is it Logan Wilson's out or no, Sam Hubbard was out. Never mind. Sam Hubbard was out. But I still think that Mark Andrews is going to be a big factor here. Mark Andrews, Zay Flowers, and Keaton Mitchell. All right, so they're going to send Flowers into motion. Going to be a single back formation with Gus Edwards. Be hand off to Gus Edwards off to the left side. Is going to try left side, but maybe gets a yard. Yeah, it's only about a yard pickup. It's going to be second down and 9. Nothing really there, but DJ Reader was able to clog up that hole. Not having Ronnie Stanley is definitely going to help. Definitely going to help out the Bengals. Yeah, so they tried the left side, didn't really work anything there. So second down 9. Empty formation. They're going to bring Gus Edwards into the backfield. All right. Lamar throws over the middle. Zay Flowers, 50, 45, 40. He's giving him 40, 35, 30. Gets up to about the 27-yard line, I would have to say. 27, 28-yard line. So, like I said, Zay Flowers getting involved in the game plan. Nice pickup of what was that? 40, yeah, about 37, I think. 37, 34. But very nice pickup. No, 44. I don't know why I said that. No, just 34. Oops. My thing has a knack for trying to fall down. It's going to be a fake the handoff to Mitchell, and Lamar is going to pick up about 8. Give it to Mitchell. Give Mitchell a touchdown, please. I would be very appreciative of that. Okay, so second down 3 for the Ravens. That last play was a read option. Mitchell's in the backfield. Like I said, they're trying to get him more involved, more of an explosive runner than Gus Edwards. So, pitch the formation. Going to send Zay Flowers over to the left. And is going to hand it off to Keaton Mitchell, who's going to lose a yard. Dadgummit. Brought a blitzer off the edge, and there really wasn't anything there. So we third down about 4. Empty set. Lamar's got time. Lamar's going to scramble off to the left. He has a first down, pick a 15, and then just slides down 13. So picks up the first down, about a pick up of about 6. Already 11:30 in this first quarter, so been able to run down the clock a little bit in this first drive. And also with that rush, he's able to pass Randall Cunningham for the most rushing yards in a career. That's pretty remarkable right there. So first down 10, I'm going to send Zay Flowers into motion. Going to be a quick pass to Mark Andrews, who's going to get up to the 4. Uh-oh. Mark Andrews hurt. Mark Andrews is hurt. Something with his leg. He is hurting. He is hurting really bad. Okay, everybody's getting on a knee. This is not good. I think it was like the way he was tackled, but he was just like his arms were kind of flailing, and he was like you could definitely tell he was in pain. But I don't know what it was though. Don't know what it is yet. Thankfully, there we go. Okay, so I had to double check and make sure, but my stream is in fact has a correct thumbnail. So last time it did not, and I was like, "What the heck?" So that's messed up. Hello. So right now we're just waiting on. Oh, he left. But right now we're waiting on Mark Andrews. He's hurt, so I might switch back to it right now. But who knows? You know how these things kind of like last a little while. Mm, 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 mm. Still waiting. Okay, so he's walking off the field with his own power. So that's good. So second down and 1. He's a little hobbled. They're definitely taking to the tent to see what's the problem. But let's see here. I feel like it's the way he was tackled. Yeah, right there. I think he's like rolled his ankle right there. Yeah, yeah. Hand off to Gus Edwards, who's I think he's gonna be short. I think he's gonna be short. Third down in like inches. They might give him the first down. Ooh. He's already gonna call it first down. Okay. So it's gonna be first and goal. Almost approaching 5 minutes on this drive. All right, so Gus Edwards still in there. Going to toss over to Gus Edwards, who is going to get the first down to rumble through Logan Wilson, get a touchdown. Hoping it was Mitchell, but it's okay. So let me go ahead and change this. All right, are you gonna get the? I'm pretty sure they're gonna get the extra point, but I don't want to jinx it. So, and the kick is up, and the kick is right down the middle. So 7-0 for the Ravens. Mark Andrews looks to be questionable to return. I know he's kind of limping around, but a 5 minute drive for the Ravens, anyways. Gus Edwards able to punch it through to run over Luke Wilson pretty much, and Ravens lead at 7-0. So Bengals got to return. What the heck? Bengals got to return the favor, and of course, mine freezes up. I don't know what the problem is with with like my Amazon Prime and why it wants to like buffer a lot because nothing else buffers. So I have no idea why that's the problem, but we're live. We were. Come on. All right, so kickoff, and it's going to be a touchback. About 10:02 left to go in the first. Bengals taking over. Like I said, both these teams desperately need this win. I got the Bengals in this one, but it'll be interesting to see how this goes. All right, so shotgun formation. You got Joe Mixon to the right of Joe Burrow, and looks like got Jamar Chase coming on a motion, and they're gonna almost got a sack. He's gonna run 5 yards, about 8 yards pickup for Joe Burrow. Nothing really there. Got out of a sack and was able to pick up about 8. So second down 2. All right. Oh, pick up about 7. So second down 3. 9:30 left to go in the first. Looks like they're going to just hand the ball off to Joe Mixon. They're going to toss it to Joe Mixon. Try the right side. He's going to pick up 40 to the 44-yard line, able to push him all the way out. And first thought it was going to be a flag, but it's not. But pickup of about, how much is that? 33. So pick up about 10. So first down 10 for Joe Mixon at the 43 or 44-yard line. Going to send Todd Boyd into motion over to the left. He's got time. Goes over the middle to, is that Hudson? I think that's Hudson. And they called a face mask on OA. Yep. Yep, it's a face mask. Grabbed him up top and just kind of spun around. So it's going to tackle him 15 yards, unfortunately. See here. Oh, absolutely. Yep. Yes, and that's a definite face mask. So first down 10. No. First down 10 from the 35-yard line. Only knocked off a minute and a half. All right, so they're going to send on a blitz. Too high for Jamar Chase, unfortunately. A little bit rushed on that one, came with the blitz, but a little too high for Jamar Chase on the screen. And really wouldn't have worked either way. They had 3 people over there. So it's going to be second down 10. Yeah, Kyle Hamilton came on the blitz, kind of rushed Joe Burrow a little bit. All right, so it's going to be second down 10 from the 35-yard line. Gonna throw it out to Child Boy's gonna pick up maybe three. So gonna be third down and about 7 from the 32-yard line. Tackle by Van Noy. He has bounced around a lot in the past like 3 years or so. Look at Steve Smith. They got Steve Smith on the jumbotron, pumping up the crowd. So third down 7. They better hurry up. 5, 4, 3, 2. Yeah, call timeout. Yep, clock was winding down. I had to call timeout. So it's going to be third down 7. 7:40 left to go in the first. After this break, hopefully it doesn't go TV timeout. Good. Don't go TV timeout. You know it's going to kick a field goal if they don't make it. So, um, yeah, that face mask definitely hurt the Ravens. Put them in a field goal range. They're taking Mark Andrews to the locker room. Yeah, it's not good. Yeah. Why do they have like stairs up to their locker room? That's dumb. So they have him put like weight on his body. 4. Oh my gosh. 3, 2. Oh my gosh. Almost got another. Oh, nice deflection by number 32. Is that who's that 32? I couldn't see the name. Nice deflection on third down. They almost didn't have they almost had no delay game. Well, almost had a delay game. 32 did a good job of pretending to go down the tight end and just leaving Tyler Boyd open and then just deflecting that. So it's going to be a 50-yard field goal attempt by McPherson. Hold, kick is up, and it is going to be good. Seven three. So stalled out, unfortunately, but the Bengals were able to get a field goal. So 7-3 is going to be the score. Not good for the Ravens, though, is that Mark Andrews head back to the locker room, kind of limping a little bit. Seems like the way he was tackled, just like his might be a sprained ankle, but yeah. I'm interested to see that Napoleon movie. That's what they're um, showing right now. Things coming out Thanksgiving. Yep. I don't know. I'm not much of a movie theater kind of person because I don't have that kind of money. I got to make sure like the movie is going to be good for me to watch it in movie theater. Unless I'm just gonna, otherwise I'm just gonna wait till it gets to streaming. Like I watched Oppenheimer, watched the new TMNT movie, and um, I watched. What else did I watch? I'm trying to think what else I watched recently. Um, I don't know what it was. I don't think I watched anything this fall. No, but I just don't watch anything because I'm afraid that I'm gonna ruin myself. Kind of like what happened with Thor: Love and Thunder was the last movie that I watched in theater, where I was just like, I hate this movie. so much. And so ever since then, I've just like not wanted to watch movies. Like I watched Bullet Train and The Batman, but since Thor: Love and Thunder, I've not really watched that many movies. Also, because the movies are just so expensive. Mhm. I don't know if that's the heating pad or that's the cooling pad they got on Joe Burrow's leg. It's one of those pressure things. Kickoff by McPherson is going to be a touchback. Yeah, it's really right. Yeah, right there. You can look at his face too. It's definitely like either like a sprain or a uh, tweaked ankle. I think they're going to get X-ray. He might return at halftime, but definitely not looking good right now. All right, so start off the 25-yard line. It'll be a play action pass. Got all day to throw. Going to sling it for Odell Beckham. Odell Beckham didn't even have his hands out. What the heck? It wasn't a bad throw. He just didn't even put his hands out. Let's see that again. Gotta see here. Because maybe it was just that vantage point, but it was a good throw. Odell Beckham had a step. I think he could have caught that. Oh, he absolutely could have caught that. Mm. All right, so second down 10 instead. I'm going to sing Zay Flowers over. Going to be a handoff to Keaton Mitchell, who's going to lose about 3 yards. You should have held on to that one, Lamar. I don't know what you were thinking. It's not looking good for me right now. I need Keaton Mitchell to have a good game. So this is not looking good for me. Yeah, that's when you keep Lamar. Okay. So gonna be second down in about what 13, 14. Third down and 14. I forgot that was an incomplete pass. Is there a timeout? Oh, 12 men on the field for the defense. So it'll be a 5 yard penalty. It'll be third down and 9 instead. So 6:48. Let's go in the first. Being a little more manageable for the Ravens. All right, so it's going to be Gus Edwards in the backfield with Lamar. They're down 9 from the 26-yard line. Right, he's got time to throw. And it's coming, and he's going to get sacked. Sacked by Trey Henderson. Had a really good stop. Keith Mitchell, and then had a sack on Lamar. So fourth down. Yeah, not having Ron Staley is definitely going to hurt because Trey Henderson was just able to do that cross chop. Didn't really have that much time. All right, so it's going to be a returner at the 34-yard line. Going to try the left side, and it's going to get ankle tackle and maybe a pickup of about 4 or 5 by Charlie Jones. So Bengals take over with 5:45 left to go in the first. Well, after this break, unfortunately. Um, like I said, I don't know yet about Mark Andrews' injury. I think it's just a sprained ankle because he was able to put weight on it, but only time will tell. He did go to the locker room, probably get X-rayed, but it is doubtful if he's going to come back or not. There are so many Subway commercials, like too much. Looking at the car wash. Mm. Yeah, seems about right. Just nobody. Mm. I'm interested in the Wonka movie, but I'm probably not gonna watch it unless like I hear like some really good stuff about it before the Oompa Loompas. That's weird. That's really weird. So Hugh Grant is the Oompa Loompa because this is the first trailer I've seen of it. I've seen like parts of stuff. Like I've seen like I knew that Timothy Chalamet was the Willy Wonka, but that just looks kind of weird. All right, so Bengals taking over at the 38-yard line, I think. See if I'm correct. At the 39, my bad. So first down 10 for the Bengals. No, it was right 38. Going to be a toss to Mixon. He's going to get absolutely nothing. 40, I think that's Harrison, was all over it. I think that's Malik Harrison. He's all over that. Like him coming out of Ohio State. So second down 10. Y'all got to hurry up. Oh my gosh. 6, 5, 4. They're probably called another timeout. Oh my goodness. That's two timeouts within the first 10 minutes. It must be super duper loud. Like I said, I have to like cut off the audio so I don't get like copyright claimed. But oh my goodness. I already have to do two timeouts. Who is 12? Is that Shedrick Jackson? Yes, it is. I think it is. Is Shedrick Jackson going to be a wide receiver three? That's interesting. I don't think it is, but it seems like it could be. That's a movement. They did not call a move. That's movement. All right, so second down 10. He's got time. I'm going to float it over to Jamar Chase, and incomplete pass. Incomplete. Hamilton was able to rip that ball out. So great play by Hamilton. So it'll be third down 10. Yeah. Like Jamar had it, but Hamilton was not going to let that go. So it's going to be third down 10. Joe Burrow only 2 or 5 for 11 yards. Going to get some pressure on him, and that's going to be a sack by, is that Clowney? I think that's Clowney. Yep, that's Clowney number 24. So it's going to be fourth down. I think he's got to be like 30 years old now. Because 2014, probably still be close to 30 years old. So it's going to be a punt. Turn at the third. Oh, it's going to fair caught at the 30 by Duvernay. So Ravens will get the ball back. 4:10. Let's go in the first. Please get like a catch or something like that to Mitchell because it's not really been his fault. Like there was a read option where Lamar should have held on to it, but that he didn't. And the second one was a blitz in the right direction. He didn't really have any option there. So I need Mitchell to do well. I'm still number one in my league because ugh, the other three potential people who could have jumped me, all lost as well last week. So because last week was been my bad week because I had four of my starters out. So I really need Keaton Mitchell to do well because after Nick Chubb was my other right back. If he didn't get hurt, then I'll be in a really good spot. I have a really good team, obviously being 7-3. But oh man, it sucks not having Nick Chubb. Like honestly, if I had Nick Chubb, my team would be absolutely unstoppable. Because I have two. I would have had Nick Chubb, Isaiah Pacheco, Tyreek Hill, Adam Thielen, Sam Laporta, Tank Dell, um, either Chris Olave or Brock Purdy. So I have another wide receiver, and then my kicker is Justin Tucker. So, oh come on, that's the one thing I hate. I know we gotta have commercials because make money, but I hate just having to watch commercials all the time because I also never know what to do because I don't have anybody in the chat, so I don't really know what to say. I never do. Ugh. All right, so first down 10 for the Ravens at the 31-yard line. Looks like I got Gus Edwards in the backfield. Going to be strong to the right. Going to hand the ball off to Gus Edwards. Going to try left side, stiff arm battle, and get maybe 2 yards. But yeah, just Hendrickson is gonna have a really good game because without Ronnie Stanley, I think he said Macari. I think Macari. I think that's how you say his last name. He's getting absolutely just stomped. That's what they're kind of showing right now, even with Sam Hubbard being out. All right, so single back formation. Going to be a play action pass. Going to throw it back to Edwards. Who's going to stiff arm, maybe pick up about 3 or 4. So it's going to be about third down and 4, third down 3. I think they're down 4. So Battle Guys Revenge there is able to wrap them up. So they have said that Mark Andrews is out. So fortunate for all you fantasy players who had Mark Andrews, hoping to have a good game there. But so third down 4 for the Ravens. 3 minutes left to go in the first. It's like a shotgun formation with Gus Edwards in the backfield. Time's running out. Oh, Trey Henderson's kind of like limping a little bit there. I think Trey Henderson's got hit. He kind of tweaked his ankle a little bit. Oh no. Oh, it's not good. Uh oh. Lamar Jackson's down. Lamar Jackson's down. Ooh, that's not good. He's slow to get up though. Let's see what happened here. Um, uh, I don't know. Was it his hand? Ooh, you would hope it's not his throwing arm. I don't know. He kind of like grabbed his elbow or his hand. I think it might have just been his elbow. I don't know. I don't know exactly. Something's hurting though. That's not good. Let's see here. I know, no, they're checking out his knee. He was like messing with his arm, so I thought that was what was the problem. But anyway, so first punt for the Ravens. Wait, not the first punt. What am I saying? They'll be returned by Charlie Jones at about the 7 yard line. Go return. Going to try the right side. 15, 20, 25. Going to get up to about the 28-yard line. And that's going to be a flag, I think, because he got kicked in the head by accident. I don't know if he was, I don't know if, like, what exactly happened. Lamar's going to the 10th. That's not good. Oh, that's really bad for the Ravens. You're already out Mark Andrews, and then Lamar Jackson's kind of hurt a little bit. After play, personal foul. Yeah, he got kicked in the head. Like I said, I don't think it was on purpose, but on Hill, yeah, on Justice Hill, he got hit a little bit. Well, he like ran into him pretty much. I knew I jinxed this game too. I knew I did when I said like, oh, thankfully we finally have a good game. If Lamar Jackson's hurt, I'm gonna be really ticked off because I hyped up this game. Now the Ravens defense is good enough to keep the Bengals in check, but still, because Lamar Jackson's had a pretty good game so far: 60 passing yards, 15 rushing yards. Especially that first drive is pretty much their whole entire offense. So Bengals get the ball at the 42-yard line. Going to be over to the middle, and that's going to be broken up by 32 again on Tyler Boyd. 32 had a really good pass breakup as well on Tyler Boyd earlier. That's Marcus Williams. Okay, that makes sense. Earlier that made the Bengals had to settle for a field goal. So still 73, 2:30 left to go in the first quarter from the 42-yard line. So shotgun formation with Joe Mixon back in the backfield. That's going to be a false start. They do not call it though, but that was a false start on the left guard, and actually helps Joe Mixon get the first down, pick up about 15. I don't know. Like sometimes I don't understand how refs don't call false starts because I can be able to see that. And that was an offensive line. Look at this. I know it was the tackle. It was the left tackle. So that was Orlando Brown. He pulled way too early. Of course, waiting for connection. All right, so Tyler Huntley's getting warmed up. That's not a good sign for if you're hoping for the Lamar to come back. All right, so it's going to be toss over to Jamar Chase. I'm going to get the edge. I'm going to pick him about 9, I think. I think he's short. Oh, that's a good spot, though. So that's going to be a first down. I thought he was short, but great spot by the refs. Picks up the first down. Pick up about 10. So first down 10. I think that's from the 35-yard line, I think. Yeah, about 34, 35 yard. First down 10. Goodness gracious. Come on. There we go. Hamilton's going to come on a blitz, and he's going to get sacked by number 95. Number 95, who's number 5? Robinson? Who's Robinson? I don't know who Robinson is. But another sack on the play. Hamilton was able to preoccupy Orlando Brown. Wait, is that Ole Miss Robinson? I think that is. I might be wrong, though. All right, so going to be second down 17, so loss of 7 on the play. All right, it's going to get pressure. He's going to take a shot to. I swear, there is not a lot of it's not a bad pass. It's a little bit out there, but you rarely see a lot of wide receivers who like stick out their arms and try to catch the ball at least. Even if it's not like perfectly thrown, because that happened on Lamar too. So I think they're looking at possibly putting in Tyler Huntley because I haven't seen Lamar at all since he went to the tent. So gonna be third down 17, 25 seconds left to go in the first. 7, 6, 5, 4. They gotta hurry up. They have been pushing it way down to the limit. He's going to dump it off to Drew Sample, who's going to pick up maybe 5 and then get absolutely crushed out of bounds. So Lamar Jackson's out of the tent. Are they walking him back? Oh, if they're walking him back to the locker room, I think they're just having him walk, just see if he can put. Yeah, they're just seeing if he can put pressure on his ankle. I think he's good. I think he's back. It looks like he's back. Okay, we're good. We're good. We got Lamar. I was really concerned about that. I was like, we can't have Lamar and Mark Andrews out. So it's the end of the first quarter. Of course, we have a timeout break. But yeah, like I said, Mark Andrews rolled his ankle. Don't know the severity of it just yet, or exactly what was hurt, but he's out for the game. Lamar had a little bit of a rolled up ankle. They got it checked out, and looks like he's going to be back. And then, you know, the Bengals really haven't been able to do that much. They were able to get in the field goal range because of a face mask, but Joe Burrow not having the best game right now. Lamar's having a great game. So far in the first quarter, he has 60 passing yards and 15 rushing yards. So good on him. If I had to say, I think one of the stats that Amazon Prime kind of showed was the fact that the Ravens defense in the first quarter is really good at keeping like no points. I think it's like 3 points in the first quarter, like average, which is like fewest in the NFL. And they had something strange too, as far as like yards too, was like fewest in the NFL they gave up. But one thing to notice as well is that for the Ravens, their 3 losses, they every single one of them they had a 14-point lead in the fourth quarter. So I don't think that'll be another loss of like having 14 points up, but who knows? Be interesting to see. As far as fantasy wise for me, I don't mind that Joe Burrow is not having a good game because I'm going against him fantasy. But Keaton Mitchell, they've only given him the ball twice, and unfortunately, he's had a blitz come on him, and he was able to lose like 1 yard, and then on a read option, Lamar should have kept it, but he gave it to Keaton Mitchell, who lost about like 3 or 4 yards. So not really good for my fantasy right now. I'm hoping for him to be more involved, or at least get some kind of catches. That would be nice. But like I said, I hate when it's just commercials. I never know what to talk about. I guess just like talking about the game. But my prediction for the game, I think, was like 27-24. That's kind of shaping up to be like that right now. But we'll see. Come on, just get back to the game. I don't really care. I do want to visit Baltimore. I haven't been to Baltimore before, but I definitely want to visit it. The M&T Stadium looks pretty cool. There's a couple of stadiums that I want to see. So it's gonna be a 53-yard field goal attempt by McPherson. He already made a 50-yarder pretty easily. So let's see how he does right here. All right, snap, hold, kick is up, and it is going to be. Ooh, he's going to miss it. He hooked it left. Ah, that sucks. So hooks it left on the 53-yard field goal attempt. So the Ravens are going to get the ball. Let's see here. Yeah, it's just he pushed it too far left. It was wide by probably about like I don't know. I'm not going to put anything. I'll say by a foot. He kind of pushed it. So Lamar's good. Lamar's back. I really need, like I said, I really need to keep Mitchell do well. Come on, we just had a. I hate when this happens because we just had a commercial break. Let's get on with the action. I hate like back to back commercial breaks. So it makes no sense. Okay, so Keaton Mitchell's in. Come on, Keaton Mitchell. I need him to be explosive. All right, so it's gonna be first down 10. Come on, work with me here. I want to see like just where they're at. Where they're at. Okay, so they're at the 42-yard line. All right, so going to be a handoff to Keaton Mitchell. Going to try left side. Going to get maybe a yard. Nothing was really there. Like I said, they want to get him involved. There's nothing really happening right there. Even with Sam Hubbard out, um, the Bengals defense line is doing a pretty good job. Yeah, they're still showing Mark Andrews' injury when Logan Wilson tackled him. Logan Wilson is actually on both those tackles, and it's not like he's like doing anything dirty. It's just the way that like the foot plants. And I don't know if is MT Stadium, is that his turf field or not? I don't really know. That is going to be a flag. How is that not a flag? Okay, so try to throw it to Isaiah Likely. Oh, so now they're going to call it. That was a late flag. Goodness gracious. Let's see here. I might have been wrong, but like just the way that he was hugged up on him, I was like, that's got. I feel like that's gonna be a pass interference. Yeah. So pass interference going to be a first down. Dax Hill on Isaiah Likely. Let's see here. It's kind of a wrap, but I think Isaiah Likely sold that a little bit for sure because I don't think it was that much of a wrap. But it's gonna be first down 10 anyways for the Ravens at the 49-yard line of the Bengals. Keaton Mitchell still in the backfield. All right, going to be a play action pass. Going to take a shot to. Oh, that's a nice breakup by Cam Taylor Britt. Took a shot at Rashad Bateman and nice breakup by Taylor Britt. So it's going to be second down 10 from the 49-yard line. Like I said, Lamar makes some good throws. He had made a really good throw to Odell, who didn't really try for it. But Rashad Bateman beat him, and then just a great play by Taylor Britt. All right, so second down 10. Please give it to Mitchell. I know I'm going to say this constantly, but I really need Mitchell to have a good game. So Lamar escapes some pressure. He's going to pick up about two. Nothing was really there, but they had a blitz coming on. So it's going to be third down 8. And Mitchell's getting subbed out. Ah, dadgummit. I see what happened here. All right. All right. So they sent Dax Hill and they sent Hilton. So it was a corner blitz, but Lamar's able to recognize it, pick up about two. So it's gonna be third and 8. 13:30 left to go in the second. Lamar's got to just try to escape and just going to throw it away. There's nobody really open, and they brought about 6 in that play. So, going to be punt, trying to pin him deep. Nothing really happened, unfortunately. All right, so let's see if they can pin him deep. Almost able to block that though. Charlie Jones did not fair catch that ball and got absolutely crushed at the 16-yard line. So not the greatest punt, but still. So far, Joe Burrow 3 of 8 for 17 yards. Lamar Jackson's 4 of 8 for 60 yards. It's going to be trips to the left. Going to be a handoff to Joe Mixon, who's going to pick up about 5. Going to be tackled by Patrick Queen. I'm hoping this game kind of picks up later because right now it's kind of been a little sloppy. So second down 4. So let's pick up about 6. We play action pass. He's got time to throw. We're going to try to take a shot and then just kind of like checks it down, but it was incomplete. I think what was happening there is a play action pass try to take a deep shot to Jamar Chase, but must have been covered up because he hesitated on that one. All right, so third down 4. Gonna send Boyd over to the left, so it's gonna be split right now. Going to get some kind of pressure. He's going to lob it up to Hudson. Hudson gets a great catch. Goes up to about the 44-yard line, so it's going to be a first down. About 12-10 left to go in the second quarter. Let's see here. I think it was supposed to be Patrick Queen. It's supposed to be on. We'll see here. He's got outside leverage, and then, yeah. So first down and 10 for the Bengals. Going to be handoff. Joe Mixon's going to pick up about 3 or 4. Yeah, so pick up about 3, so second down 7 for the Bengals. Come on. Okay, so shotgun formation with Joe Mixon in the backfield. Going to be a play action pass. Going to take a shot to Drew Sample. Is going to pick up the first down, get up to about the 39-yard line. Marcus Williams on the coverage. Yeah, so Patrick Queen bit and then just threw it right over him. I don't know why Patrick Queen didn't back up as soon as he knew that it was a pass. That's not good on Patrick Queen. So first down 10 at the 39-yard line. Going to send a chase to the left. Going to be a run by Joe Mixon is going to pick up probably about 8 yards on the play, 7 to 8 yards. Like I said, they're not exactly false starting, but they are getting a good jump there. Let's see here. Yeah, Kappa is not. It's not really a false start, but he's timing it up well. The other one that Orlando Brown had, he jumped the snap, but that wasn't quite a false start. So second down 4. So they'll only pick up about 4, more like 3.5. But going to be what the heck happened there? So I think that's delay game. Yeah, delay game. I was not paying attention that time. Really? I didn't think. I saw. I don't know. You're not if you're watching yet, but I just saw comment on. I think maybe my newest video That was the best one yet. I was like, really? I was like, I don't think so. Yeah, it was. It was delay a game. I was paying attention to the play clock. 5, 4. Oh my gosh, 3. All right, so supposed to be a screen to Tyler Boyd, but gets up maybe 4 yards. Like I said, that they have had a really bad trouble of getting the play call in because they are getting like down to like the seconds, like 5 and 4 before they snap the ball. So third down and 4, so basically where they were before. So pick up about 5. 8:40 left to go in the first half. All right, it's gonna be split right here. I think is getting some kind of pressure over the middle to Todd Boyd. Yeah, Todd Boyd. 23 was pointing at him, thinking that he was going to get the ball, but still good coverage. Todd Boyd was able to jump up and get that ball. We pick up maybe I think what maybe 12. Yeah, about 12, 13. So it's going to be first down 10 from the 21-yard line. No, from the 20-yard line. Sorry. Going to be a screen. Joe Mixon's going to pick up the first down. I think he might be short. Just depends on where they spot him. So 7:40 left to go in the game in the first half. Come on. Yeah, give it to Joe Mixon. Let him score a touchdown. So second down, so he was short. Like I said, I wasn't. He was close to first down, but I didn't know if he got it yet. Got it or not? Goodness. So second inches. 7:30 left to go in the first half. Going to be a handoff to Joe Mixon. Is going to pick up about 3. So first down and 10 at about the 7-yard. Oh, first and goal at the 7-yard line. Just give it to Joe Mixon. Let him get a touchdown. I want Joe Burrow to not have a touchdown. I know it's not going to happen, but that'll be really nice. That's a false start right there, baby. Yes, sir. False start on left guard Volson. Like I said, Alex Kappa hasn't really had a false start, but he's been like moving around a little bit. But us Gillum, I thought it was Volson. My bad. So Gillum was the one with the false start there. No, it wasn't. That's 67. I don't know why they said 66. I was 67 here, the false start. On the bottom it said 66, so I went with it, but no, I think it was Volson. So it's going to be still be first and goal, but back up 5 yards to about the 13-yard line. Joe Burrow back there, pressured a little bit. Going to dump it off to Joe Mixon, who's going to get to the 4-yard line. So second down and goal at the 4. Just give it to him. Let him get a touchdown, please. Please. I'm not really rooting for him, but I'm rooting against Joe Burrow because I'm going against him in fantasy. So, all right, so spread out right now. Mixon's off to his right. Going to try to dump it off to Mixon. It's going to get a touchdown. So Mixon gets himself a touchdown, but so did Joe Burrow. I don't like that. So a 7-minute drive for the Bengals, ending in a touchdown. Let's see if they get the extra point. Hopefully they do. Like I said, I did pick the Bengals to win 27-24, but I don't want Joe Burrow to do that well because I'm going against him in fantasy. So it's like a catch-22. So McPherson here to kick the extra point. 5:50 left to go in the second quarter. Kick is up and kick is right down the middle. So that's going to be a 10 to Sion. In case you're just joining, Mark Andrews is out. Oh shoot! Okay, so Joe Burrow. I did not see that, but Joe Burrow has like either like a cramp in his hand or something's wrong with his hand because he immediately after he threw that ball, he was just like holding onto his hand. Did not see that. That's kind of trouble. So far, there's been three key players who've had like some injury like concerns. Of course, like I just said, Mark Andrews is out, and then Lamar Jackson had to go in the tent because he got his ankle rolled up on, but he seems to be fine. And then with Joe Burrow, just that hand thing, that's really concerning because that was his throwing hand. So of course it falls. But yeah, so like I said before, I'm going against Joe Burrow in fantasy, so I hope he's not doing too well today. But I also have Keaton Mitchell, who has not done the best, but he hasn't had the most opportunity to do well. So hopefully he picks it up later on. And of course, we're at the commercial right now. What the heck is this? What in the world? Some pepperoni commercial is just really weird. This guy has like a dog back tattoo. So weird. If I had to say so I'm also contemplating if I want to stream the Panthers Cowboys game because I know like it's going to be absolutely murder to watch. But then again, people like to watch misery, so who knows? I don't know if I'm gonna do it. I'm still contemplating if I will, but still haven't decided yet. They're still talking about the Black Friday game, Dolphins versus Jets. I hope it's going to be a good game, but like the Jets defense can only hold on so long, so it's gonna be an interesting matchup. So who knows? But I still probably have the Dolphins in that one. There's a couple of good games coming up that I'm excited for. Of course, like excited for the Monday night game. I was excited for this game, but this one's been iffy. And now Joe Burrow's in the tent. Man, see here. Yeah, no, like literally as soon as he threw it, he was just like he like went down and his hands hurting. So I don't know, something was like a wrist. I don't know what's happening, but he's definitely using it gingerly. I don't know what that was. So kicking off for uh the Bengals, McPherson is gonna be touchback. Hasn't been returned yet, like a kickoff return yet, which is kind of interesting. So Lamar's back in there. Hopefully, is it Keaton Mitchell? Yes, Keaton Mitchell. Okay, please get him involved. Please give him a catch or something. I need something positive. So it is 5:49 left to go in the second quarter. Ravens desperately need to respond because the Bengals get the ball to start the second half. It's going to be handoff to Zay Flowers. He's going to try the right side. Nice pickup. Nice pickup by Kolar. He's going to pick up about 7 yards. Yeah, nice block by Kolar. Going to pick up about 7 yards. Zay Flowers having a pretty good game. He's got a catch for 33 yards, and then now he has that run for 7. So it's going to be second down and like 7, I think. So the Ravens had a really good opening drive for 75 yards, but since then hasn't really been all that. It hasn't really been all that good, especially with Mark Andrews being out. All right, so it's going to be play action pass, not play action pass, but more so like a screen for Zay Flowers. We're going to get to the 50. Oh my gosh, that's going to be a flag. There's 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 a flag. I feel like it's going to be coming back. It was a screen, but it's a flag. I feel like it's going to be a hold because Amar's getting mad. Yep. 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 No, Hardball is mad. So I think it's either a legal man downfield, holding. Yeah, holding. Oh, that sucks. Who's holding? Yeah, as if I was taking you a break, you were flying down there. All right, so Joe Burrow's out of the tent, so it looks okay. I think it's a hole by Odell. Let's see here. He's on a Woozier. That's no. Yes, a little bit hold, but that's you're taking away an explosive play there. It's like a little bit on the inside, but it's not like I don't know. Maybe I would call it, but I'm iffy on that one. Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow's mad. I think he was trying to grip a ball. I think they're going to either take him. Are they going back to the locker room? Oh, Joe Burrow's going back to the locker room. That's not good. That is not good. What is happening in this game? Oh my goodness. See, this is what I get. This is what I get for saying that it's going to be a good game. The top offensive guy for the Ravens is hurt, and then now Joe Burrow's going back to the locker room to get X-ray done. Oh my gosh. I'm still going to enjoy this game. Let's see here. No, that's not good. That's not good. That's not good at all. So Joe Burrow tried to throw the ball, like gripping the ball, and as soon as he came over it, it was just like he completely dropped it. He's like I can't squeeze the ball. Who is the backup for the Bengals? Because I have no idea. Um, I remember like not too long ago they signed AJ McCarron, but I don't know if they kept him. I haven't really kept up with the Bengals and who their backup quarterback is. It's not really been my place, but let's see here. Oh, Jake Browning. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. Remember him in Washington when we beat him in was it 2018? I want to say it was 2018, either 20. Yeah, because that was Booby Whitlow. So I'm of course I'm a Auburn fan. So I remember Jake Browning when he was at Washington as a sophomore. They made it to the playoffs and then got absolutely curb stomped by Alabama. And then we had to play Washington. I think it was like in the first game of the season. I want to say, and I think that was Jake Browning's senior year, but he has not really done anything in the NFL so far. So maybe this might be your turn, but you're going up against a really good defense, the Ravens. So it'll be interesting to see. Goodness gracious, how they do. Like I said, I don't wish ill will on anybody, but considering that Joe Burrow may be out, it would be really nice because I'm going against him in fantasy, and I desperately need to win this week because I'm going against a person who could potentially take my spot. Because right now, I'm 7-3, I'm top of the league, but we have like a 5-way tie for number two, who's 6-4. So I'm hoping to keep winning this week. So I kind of like separate myself from some other people as well. But like I said, I don't want to see Joe Burrow get hurt. That's horrible. Like I said, I hyped this game up too much, and I really shouldn't have because every single time that I do, every single time I hype up a game, it usually goes poorly. Or like if I think it's going to be like a blowout, all of a sudden it's going to be like, like the Buffalo Bills should absolutely curb stomp the Broncos. No, they lost the Broncos. I didn't see that coming at all. Ugh. They're showing the trailer for Thanksgiving. I'm not really big in like slasher films because they really usually don't really scare me all that much. They're more so funny to me. I'm not really like a big horror fan or like thriller or anything like that. Like I'll watch them, but I'm not like super duper entertained by watching them. Uh, I hope it's nothing for Joe Burrow. I hope he's going to come back, but just seeing that like when you try to grip that ball and like it was like his hand was hurting. I don't know what they're showing. They're showing something. Oh, he already had like look, he already had like some kind of thing on his hand pregame. All right, so Gus Edwards in the backfield, second down and one from the 26-yard line. He's going to dump it off to Gus Edwards. He's going to pick up maybe three or four. You got to give him forward motion. So I think it's about pick about three. Congrats on beating Arkansas by a lot. Yeah, I know, dude. So me and my friends watched that game and we were thinking we're like it's going to be a close game. We're saying like 24-21, and no, it was like 24 by like the first quarter, and I was like that's crazy. I like Sam Pittman, and I think maybe he'll have like another year, but who knows? So let's pick up by Odell is going to get up to about the 42-yard line. Great pickup by Odell. He desperately needed that. He's had he's had a pretty bad game so far, but this is a good catch for him. Um, so good on Odell. Like I said, it was shotgun formation at the 30-yard line, and Odell over the middle. I think he was lined up against Dax Hill. No, it was Taylor Britt. Oh, it was really against Cam Taylor Britt. I like Cam Taylor Britt, so that's interesting. It's a slant though. Tackled by Jordan Battle. So Lamar Jackson, thankfully he's healthy. So 41-yard line, play action pass, going to try to take a deep shot, but nobody's really open. He's got like 8 seconds to throw, and now he's going to get sacked. Just absolutely nothing was there. They were kind of just like watching and like keying on him because like there was like nobody open. So it's gonna be a loss about two. So 3:30 left to go in the first half. Ravens has his ball at about the 40 like 7-yard line. Oh, sorry. More than we Alabama did. Yeah, no. Like I said, that's the reason why I was thinking that it was gonna be a close game because how they played against Alabama, but like every single one of their losses was like less than 12 points. So I don't know. So checks down to Justice Hill. Going to pick up about maybe 7 yards. So it'll be about third and manageable, third and like 5, third and 6. But yeah, so they're showing right now Joe Burrow's hand and like it's oh wait, hold a second. It looks like it's swollen a little bit. Yeah, his hand looks a little swollen. I don't know. Maybe that might just be his hand. But CJ Stroud, yeah. The Iron Bowl is going to be great or terrible. Probably great. Is the Iron Bowl at O'Hare Stadium? Yeah. As I say, I'm going to be at the game. I'm an Auburn student. And I'm going to be at that game. It's my first Iron Bowl as a student. Oh, that was holy crap! That was almost picked off. And then Aguilar picks it. And Aguilar. Oh, okay. Hold on a second. Okay, so it was almost picked off. Aguilar catches it and then does a front flip in the end zone. But there's a flag. I don't know what the flag is on. That was a crazy play. Holy crap. Hold up a second. Hold up a second. You gotta show that again. You gotta show that again. I don't know what the flag's on, but oh my gosh. What's the flag on? Okay, penalty decline. Touchdown, let's go. Dude, that was crazy. I think it was Taylor Britt, like deflected it, and then it went to Aguilar's hands, and then he was just able to speed through and like go to the end zone, just like he did like a front flip and landed it. Let's see here. Okay. No, it was Jermaine Pratt. Jermaine Pratt's the one who tipped it up, and Nelson Aguilar does a front flip. All right, so let's see. Justin Tucker should make this easy, easy money, easy money. So it's gonna be 14-10 Ravens, and it's not looking good for the Bengals right now because we don't know about Joe Burrow. They haven't really released if he's going to be good or not. But we'll see later. Yeah, that's crazy. He literally tips it. Nelson Aguilar isn't even looking, and it just plops into his hands, and he's just able to run all the way to the end zone. Does a front flip, lands on his feet at least, but he doesn't stick it all the way. He doesn't stick it all the way, granted, but still, just he does a front flip into the end zone. So great on him. But yeah, so like I said, Baconator, sorry. Yeah, the Iron Bowl, anytime that it's at Auburn, it's always going to be a good game. Like you can throw out your records or anything like that, even if our coach is not good, like Brian Harson. Like it was a close game. So I'm hoping it'll be close. Like I said, it won't be my first ever Iron Bowl because my last Iron Bowl that I went to was 2011 when we got whooped like 42 to something. It was El Toro Freeman's last game. He was like the signature senior that year. Like him, Brandon Mosley, and I think Jared Cooper. Those are the ones I can really think about. Maybe Quintarius Carr. I think that was also 2011. I was 11 at then. Um, and every single other Iron Bowl either has been at Alabama or my parents went instead. So this will be the first one for me. So I'm hoping for good because I should have gone. Sorry, I hate it when one team gets blown out. That's what I'm saying. I love rivalry games because like usually the records don't really matter. Same thing like Egg Bowl stuff like that. I hate when like one team gets blown out because it's not fun. If it's like a close game, oh my goodness, I don't care if we win, lose, or draw. If it's a close game, I want to be entertained. So Jake Brown taking over 2 minutes, 20 seconds left to go in the first half, second down 10 to 25-yard line. Going to be a play action pass. Going to check it down to Tyler Irwin's going to pick up about 12. Clock is running. I don't know if they're going to get another playoff because they're not hurrying up at all. So it's probably going to go on as a 2-minute warning. Okay, so y'all should not have fired Gus Malzahn. So, okay, I'm on the fence of where we needed to be more not I don't want to say more predictable, but we needed to be more consistent because with Gus, like it was like every like 2 or 3 years we would have like a really good year. And it would always be like at home. So like 2013, Georgia and Alabama at home. 2017, Georgia and Alabama at home. 2019, Georgia and Alabama at home. Like those kind of thing. Well, Georgia, we lost Georgia 2019, but that's what I'm saying is like he could never be consistent enough, and that's kind of the reason why we're like, it's kind of time to move on. And honestly, like now the buyout of Jimbo is not like our buyout of Gus Malzahn's not the biggest, not even close. But I'm happy where we are now. I like Hugh Freeze. I especially like our recruiting class. Our recruiting class looks amazing right now, and especially 2025 right now. Like the kind of workings that we have going right now. But I never hated Gus Malzahn like some Auburn fans, but I thought we could possibly do better because we could, like I said, we could never be consistent enough to, um, continue on some of the success that we had in previous years. I don't think we should have fired him like after the COVID year because that's not really fair for him. But then we ended up getting an even worse coach. I think that was the problem. Like I don't think people would be as mad if after we fired Gus Malzahn we got a good head coach. I think after firing Gus, getting Brian Harsin made it even worse because we didn't have like we haven't had like a single winning season since 2019. So it's a good thing we finally have 6 wins. I'm thinking we'll get the 7 because New Mexico State's still a good team. They're 8-8. I think they're 8-3 or 7-3. I don't know. I can't remember what the record is, but they have like a good winning record. But yeah, Iron Bowl should be fair. Should be fun. Yeah, fair. Like I said, I never hated Gus Malzahn, but I never like was a true defender because he still had his problems. Never really recruited or developed offensive line besides like Braden Smith. So, but goodness gracious. What are your thoughts on possible back-to-back-to-back national championship Georgia? So I think we can all kind of tell that Georgia's not as good as they were the previous 2 years. I think it'll be interesting to see how they play Alabama in the SEC championship game. Um, I don't think they'll win it this year. I think they have a good shot, especially because like they've been on a little bit of a roll now. But I don't really know. So first down 10. Joe Mixon picks up about 3 or 4. No, about 3 yards in the play. They just run the ball. There's a flag on something, but they're just running the ball right now. But yeah, I don't. No one is as good. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, as been in the past few years. Like even like Florida State has some problems. Another hands to the face. Interesting. So another hands to the face on OA. So the Ravens going to. So Bengals going to move, get a first down. I think like every single team had like no team looks unbeatable. Um, so it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting playoffs. It's gonna be interesting who gets to the playoffs too, because there's possibilities that someone is going to be left out when they shouldn't be. So first down 10 at the 45-yard line. Jake Bryan takes the ball and almost gets sacked. Just throws it away. Nothing really there. Okay. All the 30-year-old COVID players are finally leaving. Yeah, no. I think isn't Carson Beck? I think he's like I think he's like the same like age as um I think he's like 23. I know he's old because I think no he was in the same exact Elite 11 or something like that as like C.J. Stroud, Bryce Young, and Anthony Richardson. That's what it was. I saw it the other day when I was watching Georgia versus Ole Miss. Second down 10, going to try to go for a screen. Joe Mixon is going to pick up about 6 and going to get out of bounds. So about third down and 4. About a minute 43 left to go in the first half. Yeah, I think there is some problems with like the COVID year because like it keeps like a lot of like these old players in. But I mean, I think this is the last year where like everyone had the COVID year. Why does it keep on falling down? Sorry about that. So third down 3, 143 left to go in the first half at the 48-yard line. Jay Brown back to throw. He's got all day throw. That's a great catch by Tyler Irwin. Oh my goodness. It wasn't the best pass, but great catch. So it's going to be first down 10, 130 left to go in the first half. I think they're up to the 30, like, I think they're up to about the 37-yard line. Yeah, it looks like it. Okay, you don't have to show me that. Like I said, that's a great catch. Ooh, hold up a second. Hold up a second. They better hurry up. Let's see. Has it there. Does it hit the. Oh, I think it hits the ground there, though. I think when he rolls over, it hits the ground. It's going to official review. I think that might be incomplete. Yeah, all the programs are finally having to reload, rebuild, and let some new players play. Yeah, I kind of agree with that. I think with NIL, it also helps other teams too, where you're not really able to like keep a 5-star like in like the third stringers. So it definitely helps like some teams. But the NIL is not everything. Like you see, like with Texas A&M, you still have to have a good head coach, and you could have like top recruiting classes. But if you can't coach up the team, then you're still gonna have like 8-4, 7-5 kind of record. So I think um, I think there's some good matchups. I don't know if Michigan will be able to get in, especially if they lose to Ohio State. I don't know how they'll do against Ohio State without John Harbaugh. They might slip in because of their resume, but who knows? Florida State has a pretty easy schedule. Now, if they do have to go against Louisville in the ACC championship game, that could give them like at least a signature win because they don't really have that one yet. They don't really have a top 25 win. Um, Georgia obviously have a win against Ole Miss. Thankfully, they have a win against Missouri, so at least they have like 2 marquee wins, and also against Tennessee. Alabama has some marquee wins. Washington has some really good marquee wins, but I'm also waiting for the Pac-12 to kind of eat itself alive. So, what do you think about Fisher getting 76 million to do for doing poorly? Yeah, it's interesting to see because like they fired Kevin Sumlin because they were getting like 7-5, 8-4 seasons, and they got the same exact thing uh with Jimbo, except for like that 9-1 like COVID season, and then that's when Jimmy Sexton was like, I think it was around the time where the LSU AD left, and so the Texas A&M AD went to LSU. That's where Jimmy Sexton was like, all right, well, you got to give us a better contract now. What's the call? Call on the field, incomplete pass. Okay, but yeah, so I think it's interesting for like coaches who would get these massive buyouts because like Gus Malzahn's was a massive buyout too, but 76 million is ridiculous, and I think that this would be a cautionary tale for a lot of teams to not try to sign their coaches to mega deals unless it's like an established coach like a Dabo or like a Nick Saban or something like that, because Texas A&M has the money to pay for it, but this is still going to hurt their possibility, their chances of like getting like other players to come because you're having to spend a lot of booster money to pay for these head coaches. So fourth down and three, Bengals going to be going for it. About a minute 38 left to go at the 48-yard line. So this is kind of tricky right here because they don't get they set up the Ravens with three timeouts in a pretty good situation. I think they were just trying to draw them off sides. Okay. So let me delay a game. Just try and draw them off sides and then playing it away. Oh, here we go. Georgia refused to acknowledge the existence of the first half is their main problem, I think. Yeah, no, especially early in the season, it was a lot more of a problem. Later games, they've been doing at least a better job. But yeah, no, like the first part of their like I think like the first like six games, their first half was absolutely awful. Like I mean, as an Auburn fan, having Mike Bobo as the offensive coordinator is not always the best thing. But Carson Beck over the last, I would probably say the last four or so games, has definitely turned it on. You saw it also against the Auburn, Georgia Auburn. Like we kind of held them pretty stat in the first half, but I think that Georgia's finally kind of turned around. They got a really good defense. Their offense is actually surprisingly good. I didn't think it was that good until I looked up the stats. It's actually pretty good. So I think they have a chance at a run, but I don't really know if they'll be able to do it. So the punt was away, goes all the way to the end zone, so it's gonna be a touchback. So about a minute 30, the Ravens are gonna have all three timeouts left, and they're gonna start at the 25-yard line. Yeah, they're kind of showing the injuries in this game, the high profile injuries. Because, like I said, Lamar Jackson kind of tweaked his ankle, but he was fine. Joe Burrow's hand, I don't really know what they're going to characterize it just yet because they haven't said if he's out or not. I don't know like the severity of his hand issue. And then, like I said, Mark Andrews is going to be out. So yeah. Georgia summer reminds me of early 2000 teens Alabama. I would probably say like a 2014, not 2014 Alabama, because 2014 Alabama at least had like a very mobile QB, not the best passing. For some reason, it's taken forever for me to get my stream back to date, back on track. Um, so it's gonna be incomplete pass. So second down 10, minute 24 left to go in the first half. But yeah, I can kind of see that with the possibility of a three-peat for Georgia. All right, so Lamar's going to scramble out to the left, going to dump it down to, well, he tried to dump it down to Isaiah Likely, but incomplete pass. So third down 10, minute 18. You would think it'd be a promising drive, but right now it's not really been all that good. Because like I said, the Ravens need a score here because like so the Bengals get the ball to start the second half. And even though they're leading right now, you still want to be in a good position coming back in the second half. So they're down 10 at the 20-yard line. Lamar's got time over the middle and almost picked off by number 27. But I think they're going to get a pass interference on a Awuzie. Pass interference, yeah, on a Awuzie. Like I said, I think that was Rashad Bateman who kind of like threw his hands up in the air, but I don't know if it was pass interference. Let me see. Let me see. Okay, so no, it's on Nelson Aguilar. So across the middle, still kind of touching him here. Okay, yeah, no. He held on for too long, and he also has like a jersey tug. Yeah, that's gonna be called every single time. even though it's too high of a pass, but it's going to be caught every single time. So first down and 10 at the 33-yard line. Lamar over the middle, going to get Odell Beckham, going to get down. You might as well call a timeout right here. Yeah, just call a timeout. Just call a timeout. What are you doing? Oh no, they're BJ Hill's hurt. Number 92 for the Bengals. BJ Hill's on the ground. That is not good. I think they're going to put the time back, but let's see what happened here. He's on the ground, kind of like writhing in pain. So he's going to get. Oh no, I think. Ooh, okay. Something with his ankle, because as soon as he made like a step, he like dropped down to the ground. I don't know if this is a turf field, if this is a grass field, but it has been taking some souls for sure. The new info basement, I think, is the best one yet. Thank you so much. Yeah, I saw your comment. I'm kind of surprised because like I've been trying to learn Adobe Premiere Pro because, like I said, as an Arbor student, I get that for free. And before then, I was just using like the free version of CapCut, and I couldn't really do all that much with it. So I'm gonna try to do some more stuff with that, but try to push that out. I've already written the script for NFL Basement week 9. I will say for that one, I'm shooting for either Saturday or Sunday to try to get that one out so that I can start working on NFL Basement week 8 or week 10 and get that out by either Monday or Tuesday, and then be back on track for like Wednesday, Thursday, getting out like the week previous. I'm trying to get back on track, especially having Thanksgiving week is going to help a little bit. Don't have to worry about like classes, don't have to worry about schoolwork or whatnot. I can just focus on trying to get those out and do the best that I can. But thank you very much for that comment. I hope I can get better the more and more that I do it. There's also some interesting storylines that I've thought of that unfortunately hasn't really come true. There's some that's come true. There's some that for my Panthers hasn't really come true at all. So like the earlier ones, I remember like I had one that was like a revenge plot, and it has not come true at all. And it's been unfortunate because I was hoping it was going to be good, but it's not. But I think right now, as far as like this game, I think injury is going to be has been a big deal right now because, like I said, the Ravens had a really good first drive with Mark Andrews, but that injuries definitely hampered them. Don't really know just yet about Joe Burrow, so who knows how the Bengals going to continue to do. But I'm very concerned. I'm very concerned this is going to be kind of like a boring game because I don't want this to be a boring game because I hyped it up too well to be for it to be a good game. But still a minute left to go. Let me adjust this. Okay. For some odd reason, it is not wanting to. Let me get back on track. For some reason, sometimes my stream wants to be kind of dumb. So first down 10 for the Ravens at the 48-yard line. Lamar drops back to pass. He's going to dump it off to Isaiah Likely. Isaiah Likely is a flag, but Isaiah Likely gets the first down. Okay, that's not working. Stay. Thank you. All right, so I think it's holding number 76, Simpson. Yeah, I figured so because it was a flag in the backfield. See the left guard on DJ Reader. See here. I think Reader kind of sold that. I don't know. They showed it from the side angle, so I couldn't really tell if that was a hold or not. So first down 20, 54 seconds left to go. Like I said, the Ravens still have all 3 timeouts, so they're still in a good position. From the 38-yard line. All right, Lamar going to take a shot, and there's going to be a flag. DJ Turner on Zay Flowers. He's going to be pass interference. I don't think that one. I got to look back at that one. I don't know if it's going to be a pass interference or if it should be called pass interference because I think they both kind of went for the ball. So let's see here. But that's a spot foul, so it's all the way down to the other 30-yard line. So rookie versus rookie. Let's see here. No, what? How he like? All he did was do like a shoulder touch. What the heck? That is awful. That is an awful call. So, anyways, so the Ravens get a blessing all the way to the 34-yard line, first down, 10 to 49 seconds left to go, and all timeouts. Checks it down to Odell Beckham. Odell Beckham gets the first down, goes to the sideline, and is going to get out of bounds. Very nice by Odell Beckham. He has like a little spin move to get out of the first tackle, picks up another like 5 or 6 yards. So it'll be first down 10 about the 15, 16-yard line. But yeah, that I hate like bad pass interference calls. Let's see, did he stay? Yeah, he stood in bounds, so he got down to about the he spun out of Taylor Britt's grasp, and yeah, he tightrope that. First down 10. Lamar Jackson's in the backfield, going to scramble out to the right, going to try the edge, going to pick up about 3. 34 seconds left to go in the first half. Second down and about 8, or second down about 7, somewhere in there. I get a little stuffy. Goodness. All right, so Hill is still in. Justice Hill is still in. So no Gus Edwards, no Keaton Mitchell. I really need Keaton Mitchell to be in, though. That would be nice. Haven't you heard the defense is not allowed to even think about yeah, I hate some of the calls because some of it is very subjective. I wish they would have like a person up above trying to see if it's like a correct call or not, but they're never going to because referees don't want to have their rulings challenged. Because I remember, I think it was after the Saints pass interference call, they had where you could challenge a pass interference, and nothing really happened because like no one ever overturned their ruling. It's just one of those things that I don't really appreciate about the games. I think it could be better, but it is what it is. So it was incomplete pass. Try to take a shot at the end zone, kind of overthrew him. So third down 8, 28 seconds left to go from the 10-yard line. Lamar in the backfield. Going to try to run. Going to escape to the left. Throws to Rashad Bateman. That's a touchdown. Rashad Bateman. Lamar Jackson's second touchdown. So with 23 seconds left to go in the first half, the Ravens get a touchdown, and Taylor Britt's kind of limping off. There's been a lot of injuries, or at least a lot of like bang up injuries. So I kind of see that because it's a Thursday game. Not having your usual rest days can definitely hurt, but good on the Ravens. Let's see if Justin Tucker should get this extra point. I hope he does because he's my kicker. So 20 snap, hold, kick is up, kick is good. So that's 21. So it'll be 21-10 Ravens. I think it's also important to mention, I already mentioned it before, but the Ravens' 3 losses, they have led in the fourth quarter with 14 points. So be interesting to see. Do you ever watch SEC shorts? Yeah. So I watch, as far as like SEC stuff, I've watched SEC shorts since probably like their second year. I didn't think I watched in like 2014, 2015 when they started, but I remember like the first one I watched was like Jay Coker and the Blake Sims one. So that was probably 14. So actually, I think I watched it when it first started. Matt Mitchell he has his really good SC roll call, and then I also watched Funny Main's how Alabama fans watch stuff. I've watched that since I want to say when Jalen Hurts was a freshman, so that's probably 2016, I think. Yeah, I've been watching them for a while. I'm trying to think what other SEC stuff that I watch. I think it's only really like SEC YouTubers that I watch. I like both of them as well. Yeah, I say like they're really good. As far as like NFL stuff, of course, I watch like Tom Grossi, Brandon Perna, like That's Good Sports, Your Name Tree, and then like sometimes I watch Scooter. I don't really watch Adam off of the Clickbait Sports, like that whole thing. And then like as far as like podcasts go, uh, the Grossi Perna shows, the GPS, and then also like Raw Room with Darren Bates, King Dunlap, Jalen Collins, and then their friend Sweet. So I think they're just going to run this out. They have no timeout. So first down, 10, 23 seconds. They're just going to hand it off to Joe Mixon. Going to pick up about 3. But yeah, um, I do like all those SEC. It keeps on falling down. I do like all those SEC content. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I watch. That's the only one that really comes to mind right now. Yeah, like I said, like Pernick Rossi and your name tree are pretty like they're pretty good as far as like they mix well with like humor as well as making it enjoyable. With Scooter, like I like watching his stuff, but sometimes him being a Cowboys fan and being too much of a Cowboys fan, where it's like not necessarily toxic, but it's delusional. It's funny in some circumstances, but sometimes it's just like that is a wild take. That's the only thing that I don't like. Do you read bottom 10 on ESPN? No, I don't. I don't really. There's like some stuff that I read, like articles and whatnot. Like I'll look up like NFL, Carolina Panthers, Auburn football, and I like see like the top stories. But besides that, there's not like something that I like read specifically, like on a consistent basis. Scooter gets on my nerves sometimes. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like sometimes I think it's a bit, and that's why I have like some like the NFL basement thing. Like sometimes I feel like it's a bit because like I have a friend who's like a really big Cowboys fan, and he's like I don't understand why like Cowboys fans get like this much like crap. Like all the Cowboys fans I know are kind of cool, and I was like okay, but then there's like every now and then he'll get like super duper hyped, and I'll have to like bring him back down to earth. Like last year, I remember I told him I was like y'all are going to lose to the Jaguars. He's like no, there's no way we're going to lose to the Jaguars. Like we're going to win the rest of our games. I'm like all right, I'm just telling you right now, you're going to lose the Jaguars. And then he didn't believe me, and they lost. And I told him this year that they're going to lose the Lions. He's like, no, we're not going to lose the Lions. We're too good. And I was like, well, you're really inconsistent. So, and the Lions are really good this year. But I think some of it's an act, but some of it's like legitimate. Like they get the hype, and they think they're going to win a Super Bowl. And I think it's also hard for him because he probably grew up. I think Scooter is in his I think he's in his 30s. I don't really know how old Scooter is, but I think he's like young 30s. So he probably was there when like they won all their Super Bowls. So I guess that makes sense him being like a very big Cowboys fan as far as like seeing their heyday and hoping they can get back to it. But I try to look at it as like as far as like entertainment value. Goodness gracious. Supposed to be committed. Okay, I'll check it out. The bottom 10. Okay. And it's like okay. Is like a power ranking kind of thing. You basically just roast everybody because that would be kind of fun. I do like if some people like roast the Panthers. I think that's fun as long as you take into context. Because like sometimes people will roast people and people will take it too serious instead of like looking at just like comedic aspect of it. Like I don't mind being roasted. I actually encourage it as long as this be like if it's funny, then I'll be like, okay, I'm cool with that. But yeah, I'll check out the bottom 10 on ESPN. Cowboys fans are just like Texas, yeah, who say Texas is back. The bottom 10 on NCAA FB. Oh, okay. Oh, wait, okay, no. I know what you're talking about. Is it on? I think there's like a version of it like on CBS or something like that. Because I've seen it before. I think I know what you're talking about now. Is lighthearted. Okay. I think I know what you're talking about. I think I read it like once before when I was talking about like UMass and then UConn when UConn was a really, really bad. So I think I know what you're talking about. I'll look back at it. But yeah, no. I think that's another part of it with Dallas Cowboys fans, just like that Texas mentality, where like goodness gracious, keep on falling. I don't really have anything to hold this up. That's the reason why I have like my Xbox controllers trying to keep it up, unfortunately, because I don't want to like hold it the whole entire time. But I think some of it has to do with the fact like that Texas and everything's bigger in Texas and all that kind of stuff. But CBS version less funny. Okay, okay, I got you. So CBS is the one that I've seen before, but I'll check out the ESPN one because I remember this is probably 2 years ago. I think that's when read the bottom 10 because it was talking about UMass, Connecticut. I think at this point in time, someone else was really really bad, but now they're actually somewhat good. But I can't think of who it is right now. But yeah, yeah, UMass. No, yeah, we played UMass and it was not pretty. Like I said, it's interesting for like those teams that are like consistently bad. I don't know how their program's still keeping alive if they're like consistently bad. Like they must have like a really good booster to keep them alive because I don't know how you could be UMass and consistently be bad and still have a football program. At least with like UConn, every like 10 years or so, you'll have like a good season. Like they had a good season. They had like a bowl eligible season. Like was it 2 years ago? I think is UNLV that would be bad and now it's good. That's what probably what it was. That's probably what it was. Yeah, because they've been consistently bad in the past. They're also bad in those old like NCAA games too. I am so ready for the new NCAA game. I grew up like playing those a lot. Um, Especially when I was younger, I didn't have like a gaming console besides like the Wii. I would play like Madden on the Wii, which is looking back on it now, like trying to play the Madden on the Wii is it's so weird. It's so weird. Unloved. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yeah. No, like I said, um, I think I think that's it's like earlier talking about the Arkansas game where basically we kind of blew it Arkansas. That's the reason why I don't think Sam Pittman will get the boot this year because they kind of like gone down every single year, but they're nowhere near where they were when they had Chad Morris. So I think like I think they'll give him another year, especially because like the other games they played them close, like they played LSU close, they played Alabama close. So I feel like I'll probably keep him around, but they'll definitely be checking to see who they get as offense coordinator because I don't remember who they got, but I think it was like from I think like it was Big Boy's playing. Holy crap! Big Boy's the halftime show at Baltimore. That's awesome. Um, but that's the reason why I think that they'll probably keep Sam Pittman. I think I think Billy Napier's out of there. See who else SEC coach I think is going to be gone because Zach Arnett's already gone, Jimbo's already gone. I'm trying to think what other SEC team I think is going to be gone. Yeah, it's non-existent. That's what I'm saying. I think because who was their they had a good offense coordinator last year, but I can't think who it was. Um, but they've been wasting KJ Jefferson because KJ Jefferson's a really good talent, and I remember I had such high hope for him like 2 years ago. I was like, this guy, if he's with the right coaching, could potentially be like a second round pick. But now he's probably only going to be like a fifth round pick, unfortunately. Lane Kiffin is very safe. I think there's a possibility that Lane's going to be tempted to go to Texas A&M, but I also think that Lane's waiting for that Alabama job because, like, from the resources that I have some resources that are like close to like Auburn boosters. I have some resources that like work with Auburn. I have some resources who are like know a lot about the inner workings of the SEC that I will never understand because I don't know Jimmy Sexton personally. But I know like the reason why Lane Kiffin would never take the Auburn job is because if he takes the Auburn job, he would never have the Alabama job because there's no way that a rival is going to like take another head coach. Um, yeah, let's say KJ Jefferson is good. I think I don't know if he'll transfer because he has another COVID year, so I don't know if he'll try to transfer to get a better shot. Um, but I feel for him though. I think, but like I said, I think Lane could potentially take the Texas A&M job. I know that what was his name? He's on the staff of Georgia. I can't remember his name, but he's been like underling. He could potentially take the Texas A&M job, but I don't know what Texas A&M is going to hire because they, like I said, they got this big old buyout. So, like I said, he's probably waiting for the Alabama opening. Yeah, I think I really think that Saban's going to try to coach the next 3 years. Because I think Saban wants to get that uh be like the all time winningest head coach, or like at least try to get that other national championship. So I think he thinks he can have like that 3 year window because I think isn't he like 71, 72? But um yeah, I've been trying to tell Alabama fans, I was like, just get ready. Whenever Nick Saban retires, your other head coach is not going to be as good, and you're going to have a lot of Alabama fans who weren't Alabama fans before Saban, like completely leave Alabama because I know so many of my friends who are Alabama fans after one loss will be like, Nick Saban, he doesn't have it anymore, and the dynasty is dead, and stuff like that. And I was like, dude, it's one game. It's one of those things like, because I'm an Auburn fan, being a Carolina Panthers fan, it's fine with where we are right now because like I've dealt with like massive disappointment being an Auburn fan. Like I remember 2012. 2012 was absolutely horrendous. I remember 2015 and 2016 where it was absolutely awful. 2015 was the 6-6 year. That's absolutely awful. 2016, at least we went to the Sugar Bowl for I don't know how we went to the Sugar Bowl, but I went to that game. Saw Joe Mixon run all over us. But like I know like pain of just like having this expectation of like we should be competitive and we're not. And that's the reason why we talk about with we talk about with Gus Malzahn. There was a lot of times where like there was like these breaks of like where this is just not good. Like 2015, 2016, not good. The 2017, that's really good. 2018, not good. 2019, really good. 2020, not good. So I'm also a Browns fan. Ooh, yeah, that's gotta be rough. Those fans drive me insane. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's one of those things where anytime you have like a really like successful program, whether that be like the '90s Cowboys or USC under uh name is Seattle Seahawks head coach. How is it? Is I'm blanking on a name. I know it. I don't know why I'm missing up on it, but Coach Carroll. I don't know why I was messing up on that one, but I think you're always going to have those bandwagon fans that expect greatness and they weren't there for the pain, like that weren't Pete Carroll, that weren't there for Mike Dubose, who weren't there when Auburn won 6 times in a row, like that kind of stuff. But scared without a QB that can throw TD. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like initially, I had the Browns winning against the Steelers, but now I'm very concerned because the DTR did so well in the preseason. You got rid of Josh Dobbs, and if you had Josh Dobbs right now, oh my gosh, like I would probably favor you for the division right now because your defense is so stacked. Like initially, my like preseason, I knew that Deshaun Watson wouldn't really be the answer. He wasn't really going to be all that good. But I was nice with your defense to be like all time kind of level. So that's great on y'all. I think your defense will be able to carry you a little bit, but that um, I think you're going to have to ask PJ Walker and or DTR to win some games for you that it's going to be very difficult to. So it'll be interesting to see the next 7 or so games. So yeah, like I said, I think it was just because DTR did so well in the preseason. So we just kick off, start the second half. They did kind of show that Joe Burrow was out there. I don't know if he's going to be back, but he's still in his pads, and it's Jake Browning right now. So I don't. It'd be interesting to see how they evaluate him because, like I said, he was in a toboggan. He still had his shoulder pads on, so I don't think they ruled him out. But I don't know when they're going to put him back in because right now all he has is earpiece. So I don't know if he's out or yet. All hail our Lord and Savior Miles Garrett. That's what I'm saying. I love Miles Garrett. I loved him at Texas A&M too. I hate to going against him, but I loved him too. So first down and 10 at the 25-yard line. I mean, hand off to Joe Mixon. He's going to spin out of a tackle from Kyle Hamilton. He'll pick up about 2. So second down 8. Yeah, I think Miles Garrett is a good shot of winning defensive rookie, not defensive rookie, defensive player of the year. He's not going to win MVP because it's very hard for a non QB to win an MVP. But he's in my top 3, top 5. I think he's in my top 3 as far as like my personal MVP kind of candidates because he's going to carry the Browns to the playoffs potentially. Second down 8 from the 27-yard line. Going to be handoff to Joe Mixon. He's going to break away, get about to the 36-yard line. So get the first down. Well, they marked him short, but I think they're going to give him first down. So it'll be first down at the 35-yard line. We should put Garrett in QB. He might. Hey, you know what? He might swing around his helmet, and I don't know where I was going with that. I just stopped that joke. I was thinking about the joke, and I was like, I should finish it, but then I was like, I don't know where I was going to go with that joke. Anyways, first down 10, 35-yard line. Just another handoff to Joe Mixon. I mean, he's working though, so pick up about 4. Yeah, they are not asking Jake Browning to do basically anything. They're just using Joe Mixon, but I think the Browns have a chance of winning 10 games. I don't see you winning any more than that because I think you'll be able to tough some games out. But you have a very difficult division as well. So be interesting to see what you do down the stretch. So second down 6, 13-11 left to go in the third quarter. Are they actually going to pass the ball? Oh, play action pass. Look at here. And that's going to be a throw to Tyler Irwin, who's going to pick up about 15, a little bit more. Gets all the way to the 47-yard line. Like I said, they are not asking Tyler Irwin to do basically anything. And Patrick Queen is getting he is struggling in pass coverage. I know that's been his problem, but he has been struggling this game specifically because he struggled against I think it's Tyler Hudson, number 87, their tight end, and also Tyler Irwin, and they're not really all that good. There's going to be a play action pass for Jake Browning. He's going to try to take a shot, almost get sacked. It's a terrible tackle by Van Noy. Jake Brown's going to pick up about 6, going to slide, and they're not going to give him the flag. The sideline was trying to call for a flag, but he didn't really get hit all that hard. He did slide, but picks up about 6. Goodness gracious. Browns cannot have a functioning offense. First Chubb, then when Watson shows he can be his old self once in a while, he goes out for the season. That's what I'm saying. It's unfortunate. I feel for you Browns fans. Honestly too, because a Chubb. I love Chubb. My fantasy team would be really well right now if I had Chubb. Right now I'm still first in my league, but it would be better if Chubb was playing. But I think next year you really have to see the dividends because that $60 million cap is going to be absolutely awful. So Jake Browning tried for Cedric Jackson. I think that's Cedric Jackson, number 12 for the Bengals, against number 30. Is that 30 or 28? I guess the corner, but kind of underthrew the ball. Kind of understandable because Jake Browning's not that good of a quarterback. But it's going to be 3rd down 5, 11:26 left to go in the third. All right, so hurry up. From the 42-yard line. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Going to be delay game. They actually got the ball off. Surprising though that they call it delay game. As I figured, I was like, that was 0. Double zeros right there, baby. Delay game. Yeah. So that's going to be 3rd down and 10, unfortunately, for the Bengals. Like I said, they have had a really bad problem of trying to get the play in. It must be unbearably loud down there. So 3rd down and 10. They're out of field goal range for sure now. So they desperately need to get this first down. Okay, so Zach Taylor is upset about something. All right, they gotta hurry up. 9, 8, 7. Oh my gosh, hurry it up! All right, so blitz. Gonna take a shot. Oh, he gets absolutely walloped. Tyler Irwin. That's got to be a pass interference. Yeah, pass interference. Anyways, I don't know if it was a rough in the pass or it was definitely pass interference on Rocky Sin, but Jake Browning got absolutely walloped. I think it might have been Jadavian Clowney. Yeah, that's Jadavian Clowney, the one that literally just drove into the dirt. So that's gonna be a spot foul too. It's gonna be close to the 12-yard line. See, that one definitely was a pass interference though. Like he ran into him, didn't even look back, just ran into him. You can't do that. Like honestly, if you turn around, that would have been a pick too. It's not the best throw. Oh, it's not that big of a hit. I thought it was a big of a hit. They cut away from it pretty fast. So it's gonna be first down and 10. Penalty for the Ravens is 6 penalties for 89 yards. That's absolutely terrible. So first down and 10 for Jake Browning at the 13-yard line. Gonna be handoff to Joe Mixon. Is gonna pick up maybe 2, maybe. So second down 8. But yeah, no. A lot of these drives, especially for the Bengals, have been helped out by some penalties, especially like the spot foul for pass interference. But it definitely hurts not having Joe Burrow out there. I don't think he's going to come back in either because he's not really looking like he's about to come back in. So Jake Browning right now, second down 8 from the 11-yard line. Jamar Chase is in the backfield. Why are you cutting away from the action? Oh my goodness! Like cut away to Joe Burrow. Jake Brown's going to run, going to pick up about maybe 3, maybe 4. Yeah, they cut away from the action, so they cut to Joe Burrow while the play was still running. I don't understand why you did that, Amazon. But it's going to be third down, about 10:25 left to go in the third. Like I said, it's not the end of the world if you had to settle for a field goal here, but you desperately need to get some points, one way or another. Third down and 5. Like I said, it's got to be unbearably loud because they're having trouble getting the play in. 110 seconds left to go in. 110 seconds on the play clock. They're bringing the blitz. Short throw, and going to be incomplete. Nice play with number 28. He's 28. I can't see the Darby. Oh, is that Ronald Darby? I forgot he's on the Ravens. The good play is going to be a field goal attempt for the Bengals. I'm just getting ready for the field goal. I don't know if they're going to get it or not. He gets there a little early, but I wouldn't call it pass interference. It's not egregious. If it's egregious, I'll call it. But if it's like ticky tacky, then no. All right, so kick is up and kick is good. So it's gonna be 21-13. I have to say either the Bengals have a hard time getting the play out, or there might be something wrong with the play clock because they are getting down to the wire on the play clock of snapping the ball, and it's pretty consistent. So I don't know what the problem is, but so 21-13. I don't know if Joe Burrow might be back in the fourth quarter because he still has his pads on, so it looks more like questionable. But the Ravens are going to be able to respond after this commercial break. They're able to get a touchdown here. That's pretty good for them, especially if Joe Burrow doesn't come back. As far as the Bengals right now, they're pretty much relying on that run game, and it's been good. It's been getting 4 or 5 yards a pop, and then kind of being helped out by some penalties too. So should be interesting to see as well. I think it's 10 minutes left to go in the third, so still a lot of game to play, but it's looking pretty bad for the Bengals if they let up another score here. I think I hit everything as far as comments go. But yeah, I think I'm gonna reread that one. Yeah, I think I'll talk more about the Browns too because you're a Browns fan. like your window is very short right now because even though you have like a really talented team with that massive cap hit, I don't know if you're going to be able to pay everybody, and that's been my concern when you signed Sean Watson to that deal, and then you also restructured that deal. Is that being a Panthers fan and seeing what the Saints go through, like, is very you have to hit on your draft picks, and you don't have your draft pick. Well, do you have your first round pick? I don't think you do. No, because the Texans still have this. I think this is the last first round pick the Texans have, but you really have to hit on your first round picks and then layer on your picks too to get some deals. But as long as you're able to do that, then you'll be fine. But you really need Watson to pick it up, and he hasn't had that absolute breakout game yet. And of course, being out for the season doesn't help. He's either been like really solid or been really really bad, and that doesn't really give a vote of confidence for the future, unfortunately. All right, so I'm about to go back to the gameplay. Right now, they're just showing some ice skating. I've never done ice skating before, or like rollerblading or anything like that. I'm not very coordinated in that kind of way. All right, like I said, I don't know. I'm confused because I think Joe Burrow could potentially come back, but they're not really showing it like he is. They're showing like he's like on standby. So 21-13, kickoff by McPherson. There'll be another touchback. The Ravens without Mark Andrews started off pretty bad, but as of recently, been able to drive down the field. They were helped out a little bit by penalties as well, but a really great play by Zay Jones was negated by a penalty from being from a holding call, but Rashad Bateman was able to get that touchdown. So Lamar has 2 touchdowns. He's having a pretty good game so far this game. So first down 10 to 25-yard line. Looks like Gus Edwards in the backfield. Watson has either always been hurt or suspended. Yeah, pretty much. Going to be hand off to Gus Edwards. Going to cut back to the right 30, 35, 40, 45. Going to get all the way to the 50-yard line. Great run by Gus Edwards. He's able to cut back and basically just like there was nobody there. The defensive end kind of like just like sat there. He didn't crash down. Let's see here. To think that's the backup for St. Hubbard. No. Davis Garnett, the one from Appalachian State, he came way too outside. He did not crash down. So Gus Edwards was able to cut back, gets about 25 on the play. So first down 10 from the 49-yard line. So picks up another yard. Lamar's got all day to throw. Runs back into his pocket. Going to check it down to 88. Is that Kolar? I think it's Kolar. Yeah. Charlie Kolar from Iowa State. I think they picked him up. Was it? I don't know if he's a rookie or they got him last year. Okay, so Joe Burrow is out. So they just said right wrist out. That's his throwing hand. So this is gonna be really bad for the Bengals. Hand off to Gus Edwards. Takes up about 7. So second down about like 3 or 2. It's either a 7 or 8-yard pickup. Like I said, the Ravens score a touchdown here, it's going to be kind of dangerous for the Bengals. Goodness gracious! Like I said, I'm getting either stopped up or like my throat's like a little messed up. So second down 3. We need to get some water. Second down 3 at the 30-yard line. So I guess Gus Edwards in there. Going to be another handoff to Gus Edwards. Going to pick up the first down and a little bit more. So it gets all the way to about the 25-yard line. Like I said, if I'm the Ravens, I'm just keep on running it. You're getting about 3 to 4, even sometimes 8 yards a pop. They're subbing out Edwards, hopefully for Mitchell. I need Mitchell to get a rushing touchdown. If Mitchell can get a rushing touchdown, I'll feel really good. Because right now he's negative fantasy points for me. All right, so Mitchell's in. First down 10 to the 25-yard line. Mitchell's going to bump out to the outside. Empty backfield. Lamar's got time to throw. It's going to check it down to Mitchell. Mitchell's going to get 20. Going to pick up about 8 or 9, so that's good. About a catch for at 8 or 9. I think actually the way the spot is going to pick up about 7. So second down 3 for Mitchell. I desperately need that. I also pick up 8. Okay. Second down 2. From the 20, oh, not 20, from the 17-yard line. So read option, Lamar is going to pick up the first down and pick up about 4. So first down and 10 from about the, what is that, the 14-yard line, I think. Either the 14 or the 12-yard line. Yeah, about the 13-yard line. So this is what should happen before because the other defensive end crashed down before, but then he handed it was um Trey Henderson that crashed down. So I don't know why he gave it the other time. But going to be a hand of Keaton Mitchell. Keaton Mitchell is going to slip, but is going to pick up about 3. He tried to plant his foot, but then he slipped. So that's unfortunate. All right, so it's about second down 7. Yeah, Keaton Mitchell in there. Let him get a touchdown. You can save Gus Edwards for later. All right, so second down 7, about 5:45 left to go in the third quarter. All right, Lamar in the pocket is going to escape to the left and he's going to slip and fall. Ooh, okay. It is either very very slippery. There's like something wrong with the grass. It must have rained recently because like I said, it's been very slippery for this game right now. So like Lamar tries to plant his feet. Well, his foot kind of drags. So that also helps him to trip. But there's been like a lot of like either injuries or like being tripped up or something like that. It looks like it's actual field, but they're down 12. They better hurry up. 3, 2, 1. Going to be a draw for Lamar. Going to go all the way to the about 8-yard line. So probably going to be a field goal. It's fourth down. Lamar's kind of limping a little bit. That's good for me. Get Justin Tucker to a field goal. I desperately need that. So Keaton Mitchell goes, and Logan Wilson had a follow-up. So there was definitely a man-on-man. Great tackle by Jordan Battle. So kick is not yet up. Kick is up, and kick is good. So it is 24-13 for the Ravens. Now, I will remind you, I don't think it's going to happen, but my score prediction was 24-27 Bengals. The Ravens, and there are 3 losses, have had 14 points or 14 points in the fourth quarter and getting up the lead. I'm not saying it will happen, but it could. What are you studying in Auburn, if you don't mind too much? History education. I came to Auburn originally as an engineer in 2020, and if you can imagine trying to learn a lot of stuff online is absolutely horrendous. Also, while trying to work 20 hours every weekend, while also trying to have a normal life, was absolutely crazy. I couldn't handle it, and realized that like engineering really wasn't the kind of stuff that I wanted to do. So then I switched to math education. Tried that for 2 years. I could do it because I'm really good at math. But when it came to like number theory or stuff like that, I could not. I could not do it. And so I just recently switched to history education. So that's what I'm doing. So I'm say at Auburn. If I'm lucky and everything goes on track, then I'll graduate in 2025, spring of 2025. But yeah, no, I'm a college student and I'm broke pretty much. like pretty much every single college student. That's what I'm studying. I enjoy Auburn a lot. It's just one of the things, especially like when I was engineer and also a math teacher, is that a lot of the math educators are very very old. They're in their 70s, and they were like there when my mom was there back in the 90s, and they were like 40s when my mom was there. So to give you a little context, like I said, I love Auburn. I've grown up an Auburn fan. I lived in Auburn when I was younger before we moved, but that's one of the few things that I've been a little like iffy about. And also just like with college in general, you take some classes that you'll never ever use, and you shouldn't have to learn them in your major, but you do. That's just college, unfortunately. But yeah, so 24-13 for the Ravens. Looking kind of bad right now for the Bengals because Joe Burrow has been ruled out. They're still kind of promoting, Amazon Prime is still promoting their Black Friday football game, the Miami Dolphins versus the Jets. I think it's going to be a good game. I hope it's going to be a good game. But looks like they got something on Lamar Jackson's ankle right now. I don't know if that's a cooling boot or what it is, but some kind of wrap. That's like a knuckleball, but it's going to be touchback. Goodness gracious. So Bengals desperately need to get some kind of points here. Even if you get a field goal, you're only down by 8. But see here, AJ Klein. Noah Sewell pick's not that bad for the Bears. They're showing that the Bears trade with the Ravens for Roquan Smith. Javon Dexter is but Noah Sewell has done pretty well for them. Him and Zach Bond are like their linebackers. So it'll be first down 10 to 25-yard line. Like I said, they're taking the play clock all the way down to the wire pretty much. Jake Browning, there's a flag of some sort, so I think it's gonna be offside because they didn't call the play dead. Jamar Chase gets a pick about 9. Oh, hopefully it will be good. Yeah, as I was saying, hopefully it will be. I think it's gonna be offsides because they didn't stop the clock. Illegal formation, actually. Okay. So Chase is the one who gets flagged. I guess he should have been off the ball, but so that's gonna push the Bengals back a little bit. Kind of showing like Roquan Smith. Roquan Smith was a great addition for the Ravens. They desperately needed some help on the defense, and he's been like that ever since. So first down 15 at the 20-yard line. Jake Brown's he had all day to throw, and now he's getting sacked by Owe all the way down to the 10-yard line. Yeah, no, that's not good. He had all day to throw. Did try to look for like either a dump off or anything like that because after like 5 seconds, you got to like try to get that ball away, but ends up getting sacked. Any early Super Bowl predictions? So my initial Super Bowl prediction is probably not going to happen. Um, so as far as the NFC, I almost want to say the Eagles because of experience. But then again, like they're still kind of meshing with their coordinators, which you should be done. You should have already done that by now. But they haven't really been like convincing enough yet for me. So I'm really concerned about the AFC and the NFC. But if I had to go with one right now, I'll go with let's go Ravens as long as Mark Andrews' injury's not that bad. And NFC, let's go Lions. Why not? Two of my other teams. My other teams, so of course I'm a Panthers fan, but my other teams are the Ravens and the Lions. So that'll be interesting to see. They chunked it down the field for Jamar Chase. I don't think he got 2 feet in, but his attempt was amazing. He tried to like moss that ball, but Jake Brown just chunked that ball down there. You can see that Jamar Chase is absolutely furious because he had a step on Ronald Darby, but that ball kind of sailed and yeah, it was out of bounds. Pretty clearly out of bounds, but like I said, it's going to be hard for the Bengals to come back without Joe Burrow at the helm. What is your Baconator? What is your early Super Bowl predictions? I said I'll say Ravens, Lions. I don't know if that'll come true, but that's what I'll say right now. Those are the ones there. The Lions are kind of hot, and then the Ravens, as long as injuries don't really, you know, corrupt them, they should have a pretty good shot. I know it's going to be another TV timeout, of course. Yeah. Um. I so my initial Super Bowl prediction, because I wanted to make like a cool story, was like Aaron Rodgers would be a wild card and make it all the way to Super Bowl and then go against the 49ers and then beat the 49ers in the Super Bowl to like basically cap off this magical season from the Jets and um be able to like get rid of his demons of never beating the 49ers in the playoffs. Like I was like, that would be a great story. Now obviously Aaron Rodgers got hurt like the first four plays of the season, but there's potential for him coming back. I don't think like my story of what my prediction is going to happen, but I have been right about some teams, and there's some teams I've been absolutely terribly wrong about. For instance, my Panthers. I was hoping for a good season, but it has not turned out that way so far, unfortunately. But ooh. NFC Eagles or Lions, yeah, because no one is truly good in the NFC. That's what I'm saying. The NFC is very top heavy. And then AFC Chiefs or Steelers because of Thomas Voodoo Magic. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like with eventually, I'm thinking I'm probably going to do it week 13 is when I'm going to start doing the Penthouse series. But yeah, no, like the Steelers Voodoo Magic is real, and it has helped me be in the lead of my NFL pickings with my friends because I picked the Steelers when they shouldn't win, but they do. And they're obviously going to, like I said, I think they're going to be 10-7. They're going to sneak up into the playoffs, and then some crazy stuff's going to happen. I don't think, like I said, I don't think they're going to make it that far, but who knows? AFC will win the Super Bowl no matter what. I can see that too. Like I said, the AFC is going to be hard to get into, so there's also the possibility of the NFC, whoever's NFC participant in the Super Bowl will have like uh not like rest, but like they won't have like that hard of a schedule to go through. So they might not be as banged up. I think that the Eagles have a better shot of winning the Super Bowl if they make it than the Lions because like the Eagles at least their front seven is better, but their secondary is not all that good, or it's not as good as it has been in the past. So maybe it might make strides, but it's definitely not as good as it used to be. So first down 10 for the Ravens at the 43-yard line. Going to hand off to Mitchell. Mitchell's going to go up to the 50, going to go up to the 45, going to get up to the 40, up to the 35. Great by Mitchell. And I think they're going to try to call a face mask, but they're not going to call it. So great run by Mitchell. Mitchell was able to cut it back and pick up about 20-something yards on the play. So great job by Mitchell. Steelers will lose in the first round or win the Super Bowl. Nothing else is possible with the Steelers. That's what I'm saying. It's crazy. I don't think I could ever be a Steelers fan because just how crazy that just how crazy that those seasons have to be because you always think like oh this potentially be like our year. They're not as bad as Cowboys fans, but it's pretty interesting. It's going to be a RPO to Zay Flowers. He's going to pick up about 6. But yeah, I could like I said, I picked the Steelers to go 10-7 because I figured I was like they're gonna win at least enough to be above 500. I can see them going 10-7. Um, and then I also picked the Dolphins to go 10-7 because their defense is not all that good, and I thought they were going to be overhyped. Which some parts they are because they haven't really beat a legitimate team yet, and so that's my main concern is that like when it comes to playing like teams with a winning record, they haven't beat one yet. So second down to 4, gonna take a shot to Odell. Oh, that should be a flag. Hold up a second. He hooked his arm. Odell tried to do a one-handed catch because the other guy hooked his arm, but they did not call anything on Awuzie. So it's gonna be second down. Bigger question: will the Steelers ever outgain their opponent this season? I'm gonna look up who do the Steelers play 'Cause I know they're playing. Okay, you know what? Maybe they will next week. This week. I'm sorry about your Browns, but maybe. Let's see here. Browns, Bengals. Probably not the Bengals. Patriots. That's a possibility. I could see either this week against your Browns, unfortunately, or against the Patriots. Lamar has all day to throw. He's kind of scrambling. Almost gets sacked, but doesn't. They got like 3 rushers. Takes a shot down the field for Zay Flowers. Did he get his hands in there? Oh, it's like, oh, hold on a second, hold on a second. They got to replay that. So Lamar has just got all day to throw and like just rumbling around. There's only like pressure with 3. And he tries to the corner for Zay Jones, but I don't think he got his foot in. But it'll be interesting to see if they do. Yeah, how many seconds do you have to pass? So he's already at 5 when DJ Reader tries for him, and then there's 3 people on Trey Henderson. So 10 seconds goes by. Yeah, no, he didn't toe tap it. Yeah, no, he was way out. That was a great effort though. So let me get this. Let me get this field goal for just Tucker. I need this. I need a really how long is this field goal? 47. That's good. I need a field goal from Justin Tucker because Keaton Mitchell has at least done good the second half. Snap, hold, kick is up, kick is good. So 27-13. Like I said, I do not think that the Bengals will win, but it is important to point out that the 3 losses the Ravens have had, they have led by 14 in the fourth quarter. So, just saying. Don't think they'll win, but it is important to talk about. Let's see. If I'm I look back at the Steelers, but so they play the Browns. They played the Patriots later too, so those should be wins considering the Browns just now had change of QB. So let me see what their other 2 wins will come from. They'll probably lose the. Well, it depends on Joe Burrow, but they'll probably lose the Bengals next week. They got the Cardinals. They'll probably be the Cardinals, and then I can see them beating the Colts. So that's where their 4 wins will come from. They'll be 10-7. So my prediction on them might be spot on. So 27-13 for the Ravens. The Ravens about to kick it off. 26 seconds left. 26 seconds left to go in the third quarter. The game hasn't been bad, but it'd be a lot better if Joe Burrow was playing. But it's better for me that he's not playing. So I'm very conflicted. Because yes, I'm streaming this game, but I'm very happy that Joe Burrow did not do all that well to start off the game. I think, like I said, I think the Browns can also win 10 games, but I think it's pretty justified that the Steelers might be able to. Last week, the Ravens were never behind for the entire game. The game-winning field goal came after the clock hit 0. That's what I'm saying. It was kind of wild. I think they. What was the stat? It was like no team has ever not led in the game the whole entire has never not led the whole entire game and won. I think it was something like that. But yeah, no, the Browns Ravens game that was wild too, because like a lot of people were blaming Lamar, but one of those was just like a deflections that became a pick six, and not pick six, but it became like a pick. It's not really his fault. I love Lamar, honestly. I loved him coming out of Louisville too. I never understood the hate that people have for Lamar. So that's gonna be the end of the third. I think that your defense will be able to keep you in the games. So like I said, I still think you'll maybe can get that 9-10 win range. Hopefully, be able to sneak into the playoffs. But you've got a lot of competition for that wild card spot. But end of the third, going to the fourth. The Eagles have the ball. They desperately need a touchdown this drive. You're down 14, so it's not the end of the world. But if you don't score here, I don't think you'll have that many chances to score in 2 drives because your offense is already kind of stagnant without Joe Burrow. So any opportunity that you have to capitalize. You know, Scrooge, I'm like stuffed right now. I'm gonna get me like some. Do I have anything? I don't know if I'm using eggs or not. This Steelers game is going to be painful for all viewers. Yeah, no, I would never. I would never stream that game. Because like I could never trust the Steelers to have like a competent game because they're obviously going to get outgained. But this maybe they can outgain the Browns without having a QB. But then again, you're going against the Browns defense, so good luck on Kenny Pickett. But I think that um, I think that it'll probably be like a fourth quarter kind of game. That's usually how like it goes. Is that Kenny Pickett wakes up in the fourth quarter, and then then automatically is just like, you know what, I'll throw a touchdown here, or I'll make an important play. And that's where like a lot of Steelers fans I've heard like are actually like, like, hey, you know what, Kenny Pickett's my quarterback. He'll be clutch, and I'm like, okay, like I wouldn't say that, but if Steelers fans enjoy him, then they'll enjoy him. But I think that in the next 2 or 3 years, they'll probably eventually want to move on from him, unless he makes strides. Unless he makes strides, but after that fourth and fifth year, if he's not like if as long as Matt Canada is gone, if Matt Canada's gone and he shows improvement, then of course I want to keep him. But if like Matt Canada goes and he's not really showing any improvement, then I think they might move on. It also helps that Kenny Pickett's from Pittsburgh too. So as Utree says, Pickett becomes Elway in the fourth quarter. That's what I'm saying. It's kind of remarkable. It just the Steelers year in general is just we get outgained and then we come out in the fourth quarter. But I'm not convinced yet. I'm not convinced that they'll make the playoffs, but I still think it'll be 10-7. They might sneak into the playoffs just because of who they might beat. All right, so Baltimore Ravens, like they're showing this, they're showing the stat line where basically they've led all three quarters in every single game. But I don't know what did I don't know what they're saying right there. They're talking, but I have no idea what they're saying because I can't read the lips. They've already flipped the field, so I don't know what the problem is. But it's gonna be second down 10 anyways for the Bengals. Goodness gracious, I'm stopped up. What's going on? You just had a TV timeout. Okay, they just had a TV timeout, and now they're on the sidelines for some odd reason. Let's get on with this, baby. I don't know what the stoppage is for, but you can tell that Jamar Chase is kind of upset after Joe Burrow is out. He hasn't really been able to get a good ball thrown his way. Rocky Sin's had a pretty well, no, it's actually Stevens. My bad. Stevens is the one that's against him because Marlon Humphrey being out, you would think they'd be able to capitalize on it, but Jamar Chase has been kind of locked down. Some by a good QB and some by a good cornerback and some by a bad QB. But I feel bad for him. When the Browns beat Browns, what? When the Browns beat the Browns, the Steelers will be in the postseason most likely. The Browns beat the Browns. I don't know what you mean. The Browns beat the Browns. I don't. I guess you said beat yourself up. I don't know. You gotta be more specific because I'm trying to decipher. Trying to decipher Baconator. Steelers. Okay, yeah. The Steelers beat the Browns. Steelers be in the postseason most likely. Yeah. Like I said, if the Steelers win, being 7-3, you can definitely win the next what 3 out of the 7. I think this is the next. Yeah, if you as long as you win the 3 of the next 7, you should be the postseason if you win 10-7. But it'll come down to the Texans. The who knows? But I don't think the Broncos, but they've been good the last couple of weeks, so who knows? So second down 10 for the 25-yard. I'm going to dump it off to, is that Hudson? Yeah, for about 2 yards. So the tight end Hudson. Nothing really there. It's going to be a third down and 8. Mistype. Yeah, no, it's understandable. That's what I thought you were talking about was when the Steelers beat the Browns, but I was like, I just want to make sure I'm not wrong here. So third down 8 for the Bengals, deep into Ravens territory. Well, deep into their own territory. I don't know what I said the Ravens territory. My bad. Third down 8. Shotgun formation with Williams in the backfield. Trips to the right. Now they motion Williams to the right because there's about to be some blitz. And tries to fit it into Tyler Boyd, but great play by Kyle Hamilton. Kyle Hamilton was a great pickup by the Ravens. So it's going to be fourth down 8. Going to have to kick it away. Oh, man, feel bad for the Bengals. I think that Tyler Boyd should have attacked Kyle Hamilton more and then cushion now because Kyle Hamilton was giving him a little bit of cushion. He wasn't really going to be faked. Oh, shoot. So pointed away. Going to be fair caught at the 34-yard line by Duvernay. If the Ravens are able to get some kind of points here, that's just it's going to be done for, unfortunately. I think that I don't think that I don't think the Bengals can overcome a 17-point deficit. I really don't think they can overcome a 14-point deficit, but let's see what Lamar can do. So Lamar with Keaton Mitchell is in the backfield. First down 10 at the 35-yard line. That'll be a half to Mitchell, who's going to get up to about the 40, third down 40-yard line. So about a pickup of 4. Yeah, they're keeping everybody fresh because like Gus Edwards had a pretty good drive the other like 2 drives ago, and then Keaton Mitchell's been in ever since. Like I said, I know that uh Harbaugh said they were going to try to get him more involved, and they just kind of show in the second half, definitely. Not so much the first half, but second down 5, not I formation, but single back formation with Keaton Mitchell in the backfield. They have Keaton Mitchell is going to try the right side. Great tackle by Logan Wilson, able to go through Tyler Linderbaum and just wrap around Mitchell. They'll go about 3 though, so about second down 2. Probably going to sub in Gus Edwards, about to guess. If I were them, I would. So third down 2, 13:09 left to go in the 4th. So I keep Mitchell in. So it's going to hand off to Keaton Mitchell. He's going to try the left side. Going to get up to the 48-yard line. He's going to get a first down. Great job by Keaton Mitchell. Like I said, I think just the Ravens are going to try to shoot that clock down. Keaton Mitchell, 8 rushes for 33 yards. I'm at 10% battery. I might if the Raiders score here, then I don't think there's going to be anything for me to clip really. And then I'll just charge my phone, so I'll just have to go off of my battery, off of my phone speaker, unfortunately. Going to be a read option for Lamar. Lamar is going to just, cradle up and get about 8 yards. Lamar does a good job of not taking big hits. So I will say that. I think that's the reason why with the big contract that he got, him not really taking big hits is definitely going to help him have like a long career. So about second down and 2, I would say, for the Ravens. 11:50 left to go in the game. Keaton Mitchell still out there. Going to be a read option. Going to hand the ball off to Keaton Mitchell, who's going to get the first down. It's going to be a hold probably because there's a flag. So probably be a hold. Probably going to bring it back. Keaton Mitchell goes out though. Holding number 76. I think that's Simpson. Yeah. So right tackle. No, left guard. My bad. On let me see from a different angle. I couldn't quite see it from that angle how much of a hold it was. So second down 12 instead of being a first down. What are they waiting on? I don't know what's happening because they're like setting back the ball and then they're taking their sweet time. They had to like reset the play clock too. So second down 12, 11:20 left to go. Uh, Lamar's got he's going to try to scramble out to the left. Is going to fake the throw and it's going to roll down. I don't know. I don't know if it's like just slippery. It's got to be just slippery because like everyone's like slip, especially Lamar is like slipping and sliding everywhere. So I think he picks up about 6. Yeah, he tries like a plant and then just slips. It must have just rained. It had to be a just rain because it he slips in everywhere. So it's third down 6. So yeah, pick up a 6. More back to throw, and the pocket kind of closed all around him. Wasn't able to step up in that throw. Try to force to Isaiah Likely. So it's gonna be fourth down 6. So with 10:40 left to go, Bengals get the ball back. Bengals desperately need to score a touchdown on this drive. Whew, okay. I hope Jake Browning can be up to task because, like I said, if the Bengals lose here, just I don't. I it's going to be hard for them to try to make it into that wild card spot because they have the talent to make it to there. But being 5-5, going against teams that have a better record than you, like I said, like if the Steelers or if the Browns win, then they're 7-3. The Baltimore Ravens that win this, they're 8-3. So you're definitely not going to win your division being down like that. And then you have then the Texans have the tiebreaker over you. So if you and the Texans have the same exact record, the tiebreaker, so they're going to beat you. Trying to think of the other AFC. I don't think that the Bills or the Jets will have a better record than the Bengals. And then who's the other one? AFC West. No. So I think that's what you're competing with if you're a Bengals fan. If you lose, if you can't pull off a comeback, you lose this game. It's going to be really hard for you to win your division, and it's going to be even harder to try to get that coveted wild card spot. Whew. So Baconator, if you are a Bama fan, how did you become a Browns fan? Like obviously, I became a Panthers fan because I was 10 and my family wasn't a pro football, didn't have a pro football team, so I became a Panthers fan because of Cam. But why did you become a Browns fan? It's kind of interesting. I'm always interested to see like why people became fans of certain teams. Whether because like your parents and like you have that kind of connection, or if it's just like you love the city or you loved like what the team represented. Like I also love with the Carolina Panthers like what Keep Pounding represented as well. So I always love to hear those kind of stories. Okay, so see, I'm gonna try to see what is my battery percentage on. So I might go dark for a little bit. I'm at 8%. Yeah, I can make it. Or uh, if the Bengals don't score in this drive, then I'll switch to just charge my phone and just go off the speaker. But hopefully I don't have to. No reason to go for literally anyone, so I felt like picking the Browns. You know, that's fair. I do also like you know just picking somebody to cheer for because at the same exact time like if you pick someone who hasn't been good for a while and then they finally become good, you can like have that like passion of like like hey, I was there when they weren't the best, and I've been able to see that rise. Like that's kind of fun to see. Like if you're like a Bengals fan, especially if you're a Lions fan. So first down 10 from the 20-yard line, gonna be handoff to Joe Mixon, of course. Gonna pick up about 3, so about second down 7. I'm from Birmingham, so yeah, I know, I got you. I get you. Uh, Birmingham's nice. I like. My sister lives in Birmingham right now. I've never lived in Birmingham, but I've always like gone there for shopping or like going. Birmingham has some great eatery places. Like I don't think a lot of people who aren't from Alabama really know this, but Birmingham Like in the same way it was like Atlanta having some really good food, Birmingham has some really good food. But we a check down to Joe Mixon, who's going to pick up maybe two. It's just, I feel bad. Like the Bengals, they don't have explosiveness without Joe Burrow. They just haven't either check it down or run the ball, or just hope for some penalties. So it's gonna be third down and five for the Bengals. So 9:30 left to go in the game. Third down and five. It's not over if you don't score in this drive, but it's going to be very hard if you don't. So they're down five to the 25-yard line. Jake Browning going to get pressured. Going to try to step up. Going to try to. He's just going to get sacked. There's nothing there for him. Jake Browning's not athletic enough to score. So fourth down. 9 minutes left to go in the game. Yeah, 9 minutes left to go in the game. I'm gonna switch to charging my phone. So if something happens, then I'll switch over. But I don't think there's gonna be anything for me to really clip. Because the other reason why I'm speaking with a speaker and doing it on my phone is I don't really have like a camera or anything like that. But in case like something like major happens, then I'll like record it from my feed and then make a clip out of it. I haven't done that yet. Mainly because all of my games that I've streamed haven't really been interesting to say the least. So I'll just go off of my phone right now. Hopefully this is good enough. If I have like any problems, let me know in the chat. If you can't quite hear me good enough, let me just raise up the volume. If the Ravens are able to get this all the way down to 5 minutes, like if they ever get like a couple of first downs, get this all the way to 5 minutes, and the game's pretty much over. Because I'm not trusting this Browns offense without some penalty yards or something like that, or that like really having to rely on their run game because they're not doing anything explosive with Jake Browning. So of course Jamar Chase is getting a little bit agitated because he's not really being utilized, and I don't really blame him. But it hurts not having T. Higgins, so basically everyone is just focusing on Jamar Chase. But I feel like this game's pretty much over. I'm hoping it'll be good. I'm hoping at least Keaton Mitchell will get a touchdown. If Keaton Mitchell can get a touchdown, then I'll be super duper happy. I'll be filled with joy. It's kind of interesting that Jack Harlow's in a lot of commercials lately. I think he's okay. I'm not like the biggest fan, but I'm also not a hater. But he's in a lot of commercials. I never know what to do with like when it's like commercial time. It's like a long commercial. I'm just like waiting for the action to come back. Um. Okay, here we go. Yeah, they're kind of just showing Makari versus Trey Hendrickson. They have been either chipping or they have been double teaming Trey Hendrickson because they're like, we're not getting beat by Trey Hendrickson again. That's another thing too that people like when people say like the cap isn't real because of the Saints, like they had to let go of Trey Hendrickson. They haven't been able to replace him since. So first down and 10 for the Ravens at the 32-yard line. Going to be a handoff to Gus Edwards. Going to try the right side. Going to pick up about 5 or 6. So it's going to be about second down to 5, second down to 4. So the Ravens are just going to try to chip this clock away. All right, so we're at the 8-minute mark for this game. Like I said, Lamar's had a pretty good game, even without Mark Andrews. They're going to send Zay Flowers into motion. That's a false start. False start on the tight end and the wide receiver. They left too early, or the snap was too late on 65. So on the left tackle. Okay, that's what I thought. I was like, because I saw the wide receiver and Isaiah Likely go, so it might have been the tackle he moved first. But upcoming schedule, it looks kind of favorable for the Bengals, and also not too shabby for the Ravens. The Ravens got a bye in there, and they also got San Fran to end the 5-game stretch. So you got some hard games coming up, but that AFC North is going to be absolutely a bloodbath trying to win. Second down and 9. Lamar's got time going to chunk it downfield. It's going to be a catch by Odell Beckham, 30, 25, 20, going to flip back, 15, is going to get clobbered by Logan Wilson. I think there might have been a pass interference, but they're going to wave that off because there was a flag that came around like about 5 yards before the catch. Illegal contact. Okay, so that's gonna be declined. So Ravens 15-yard line. Odell's kind of hurting a little bit. So Turner versus Odell. Odell does a nice job with that nice break. There's a little bit of a push, but not enough to get an offensive pass interference. There's a nice cut at the 25-yard line, get all the way to about the 16, 17-yard line. So Ravens are in a good position right now. Honestly, they're probably just going to run it from here. You're at the 7:20 mark. All right, so it looks like Hill's in the backfield right now. It's going to hand off to – oh, no, it's going to be a read option. Lamar's going to get up to the 10, going to get about 7 or 8 yards. So great run by Lamar Jackson. It'll be second down 2 or second down 3. Under 7 minutes left to go. Like I said, if the Raiders are able to score anything here, it's pretty much over. Yeah, so both Hendrickson and Dykes-Hill both went for Hill. And that's where Lamar was able to, bounce out to the left side, be able to pick up about 7 or 8. All right, so second down 2, 6:30 left to go in the game. Hill's in the backfield. Single back set. Going to be a handoff to Hill to try the right side. He's got to try to get the angle. Maybe picks up 1. Not really pick up all that much, so about probably like third down and 1.5. He didn't really pick up that much. He's got the speed to try to get the corner, but the Bengals played that really well. So third down 2, so he didn't really pick up anything. I would very much like it if you put in Keaton Mitchell. You're putting Gus Edwards, so he's going to get the first down. But I would much rather if you give it to Keaton Mitchell, get him a touchdown. Let Edwards get the first down, and you let Mitchell get the touchdown. 4, 3, 2, probably call timeout. Nope. Going to hand off to Gus Edwards. He's going to get that first down, and he's going to get down to about 3. So first and goal, 5:30 left to go in the game. It's pretty much, like I said, pretty much over, unless something drastic happens. Tyler Munkin is getting a little upset about something. I don't know what they're talking about. They're talking about some kind of running backs. All right. Please let Keaton Mitchell go in. I need him to get a touchdown. He's had a pretty good game, but I would much rather have it Keaton Mitchell. It's stuck with Gus Edwards. Probably just going to give it to him. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good snap off. Hands it to Gus Edwards. He's going to walk in the touchdown. That's pretty much the game right there, baby. So. All right, so 33, probably 34. Yeah. You see the disappointment on Zach Taylor's face. I feel bad. Like I said, I feel bad for the Bengals. And I also feel better for myself because I said that it was going to be a good game, and then Joe Burrow gets hurt in the first half. It pretty much in the first half. It's pretty much downhill from there. So I already said 34 because he's going to make this extra point. Pretty much guarantee it. So bam, there you go. 34-13. Mm, yeah. Like I said, I feel bad. Injury bowl. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just like Mark Andrews goes out, but having Lamar Jackson, you can pretty much he can pretty much go. He can pretty much do anything that he wants to. He'd be able to move with his legs. He also has like a cannon for an arm. But not having Joe Burrow, that team's pretty much just done for. Because you had Jake Browning, he's not really good, and then um, AJ McCarron's not dressed. So I felt like I said, I felt bad. I felt really bad. I was hoping for this to be a good game. It was a good game in the first half, but injury bug getting the best of the Bengals right now, and not really much you can do. Initially, of course, not having Ronnie Stanley for the Ravens was hurting too because McCarry couldn't really hold it well against Hendrickson, but they've been able like to either chip or double team pretty much Hendrickson on passing downs, and without having Sam Hubbard, Lamar has just pretty much all day to throw. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. AJ McCarron's still playing. Like, of course, he was playing for the XFL for the Battlehawks, and then I remember when I think it was like when Joe Burrow got hurt in the preseason that they signed AJ McCarron. But yeah, no, AJ McCarron is still technically playing. He was on the sidelines. He's in street clothes, so I think he's like that emergency QB. But right now he's just in street clothes. I don't know if he's hurt or something like that, but I remember him at Alabama. I remember specifically him and Amari Cooper. Oh my goodness, Amari Cooper was a beast too. He's up there as my favorite Alabama receiver just because of how good he was. 2014, it was pretty much just throw it up to Amari Cooper and hope something good happens. Um, there's really not much for me to say though, because like I'm not really, I don't really think the Bengals will be able to do anything because all they're doing right now with Jay Browning in as QB is just running the ball, check downs, and then like occasionally they'll take a deep shot, but it's so inaccurate. It just has to be like hopefully a penalty happens. Basically, the Browns passing offense, yeah, kind of, yeah, because you don't have a good QB. You have an elite. Well, I say Amari Cooper is a top 12 wide receiver. I'll say that. I think he gets hate on a lot more than he should. But considering what he's had to work with, he's a really good wide receiver. Um, but yeah, no, it's hard to watch. Like I said, I feel really bad because I was like hyping up this game to be really really good, and then injuries kind of screw it up. They're showing that play that where like Jermaine Pratt like tips the ball and then Nelson Aguilar catches it and goes for a touchdown, flips in the end zone. I still think that's like just the craziest play I've seen. So another handoff to Joe Mixon. Like I said, just pretty much just ending this game right here. It picks about maybe two, probably just one. It's just see what happens. Yeah, no, throw it up to Cooper. That's what I'm saying. It's you got to give Jamar Chase like a chance, and they haven't really been able to do that. Like I said, Jake Browning is not that good of a QB, and right now the Bengals are in a bad spot. I don't think it's a long term injury for Joe Burrow, or I hope it's not. It's play action pass. Jake Browning is going to get sacked. He's going to get sacked. He's going to lose about 7 or 8 yards. Oh man, this is bad. So 4 minutes left to go in the game. Third down. Kyle Van Noy gets a sack for the Ravens. Yeah, going against Orlando Brown. See here, spin move. Ooh, that's a nice spin move. Orlando Brown not able to handle it. Yep. So Jake Browning has 3 sacks already on 14 dropbacks. That's terrible. 3rd and 18, 3:40 left to go in the game. Just draw. I mean, you can't really. Hold up a second. Hold up a second. He's going to get at least close to the first down. This would be about 4th and 4. Hey now, we can maybe get a first down here, baby. Might be able to do something. Oh man, I'm waiting for this game to be over with. It's what could have been. Honestly, what could have been. Uh, so 4th and 3, about 3 minutes left to go in the game. 34-13. The game's already over, but Jake Browning in shotgun with Drew Sample in the backfield, getting pressured, is going to run for the first down. Look at Jake Browning, 40, 45, 50, going to get down about the 49-yard line. So first down 10, 2:42 left to go in the game. So at least get some kind of thing going. It had great promise, like Anakin, yes, and it fell. And now the Ravens have the high ground, so looking down at the pitiful Bengals because of their injuries. It's like I said, right now it's just fantasy points. Jamar Chase has 1 catch for 10 yards. That is awful. I have a friend who is starting him. No, they're not winning. They're not definitely going to win the league, but still, completion to is that Hudson? I think it is number 87 to about the 30-yard line. So 2-minute warning for the Bengals. Like I said, hopefully we can get some kind of score, make it a little more respectable. But this is like I said, this is one of those things where I try not to do. I try not to hype up games because whenever I do, I'm like, finally this is good going. Literally, the title of this thing is like, finally a good Thursday night game, and no, absolutely not. After this game, I don't want to stream the Panthers Cowboys game because I feel like it's going to be absolutely horrendous. But then again, a lot of fans like to see pain, so I don't know. Like I said, I'm very conflicted. I have to mull it over. Oh man, like I said, I think like Lamar had a really good game. He had like over 200 yards passing. I think he had close to 50 yards rushing. And then about 3 touch. Oh, he had 2 touchdowns. Only 2 touchdowns. Because Gus Edwards had the other 2. So first down 10, 2-minute warning. I suspect if they score here, then hopefully they'll put in Keaton Mitchell, who will get some more rushing yards. Jake Brown is going to step up in the pocket. Is going to try to run 30, 25, 20. Going to get out of bounds at about the 16-yard line. So 1:52 left to go in the game. Pick up the first down. I'm sorry for your next blowout, for you will somehow beat the Cowboys like you beat the Texans. I'm saying right now, okay, because like I said, I have really good friends who's a Cowboys fan. If for some reason we beat the Cowboys, for one, Scooter's never going to hit it and never going to hear the end of it. Like he's probably going to do what he always does when the Cowboys lose and not go on clickbait sports or not. He'll basically just be like, "Don't talk to me for a week." But I will be so happy because I'll just be like, this is the kind of thing that I feel hopeful for. I don't think it will happen, but there's always a possibility any given Sunday. So who knows? Like I said, that's the other reason why I'm thinking that like maybe I'll just stream it because like it could be a blowout or maybe it could be a good game and I could get a lot more subscribers coming. Because be like, holy crap, Panthers might win. Check down to Tyler Irwin who gets the first down. So first and goal at the 3, I think I said 3. Yeah. Clock is running, 1:38. Scooter will deny. Yeah, no, absolutely. The refs are the reason why they lost, or we were looking forward to the other games, a trap game, just a lot of excuses. So first and goal, 1:19 left to go in the game. Let's see if they get Jamar Chase a touchdown. Probably is it a fade? Yep, right here. Fade. Oh no, it's comeback route. That's a touchdown. Look at okay, that's good. Jamar Chase got himself a touchdown. At least there's that. Something positive to look forward to. So looky there, Bengals. You get to have a better score. It's like I said, it was 34-13. Like there's nothing really there. So it'll be an onside kick, but because they have all three timeouts, they'll probably call their timeouts too. So at least the Ravens will be able to run the ball a little bit. So just going for the extra point. Kick is up. Kick is good. So it is 34-20 with 108 left to go. Don't go to commercial yet. Just don't go to commercial. Let's crank this baby out. But yeah, no. If by some miracle that the Panthers beat the Cowboys, then I will have so much confidence that we can still win the division. Because that's what's crazy. Okay, so we are 1-8, and we're only 3 games behind in the division. 3.5 games behind in the division. That's crazy. Is that we are so bad, yet we still have an opportunity to win the division because we still have both games against the Buccaneers. We still have a game against the Saints and the Falcons. And our only really like hard games remaining schedule is the Cowboys and the Jaguars. Outside of those games, everything else is winnable. And our defense is good enough to keep us in games. So maybe onside kick for the Bengals. That's a nice little onside kick, and Duvernay catches it at the 43-yard line. So with 107 left to go, Bengals have all 3 timeouts. They're going to call them all. But the Ravens, you know what, though? Hey, how about this? You Ravens, you can try to kick yourself a long field goal with Justin Tucker. I would love that. If they stop you and you don't get a first down, give me a 50-yard field goal from Justin Tucker. I'm taking it down just in case they score. I don't know. So Gus Edwards is in there. I know it's not Keaton Mitchell. I wish it was Keaton Mitchell, but it's not. It's okay. So strong right. Gonna be a handoff to Gus Edwards, who's going to pick up about 4. It's about 4 in the play. Oh, so they're not calling timeouts. Okay. So clock's running. They can just run one more play and be done with it. I'll go ahead. I'll just put it right here, just in case somebody comes in later. But yeah, so it 34-20 wasn't the way we kind of expected it to be, but looky there, Lamar Jackson, a 53rd regular season win, most all time before you turn 27. That's pretty remarkable right there. They hand up to Gus Edwards, going to try the right side, going to stop, get maybe a half a yard. So that's going to be the end of it. They're just going to let the clock wind down. So Bengals 5-5, Ravens 8-3. Sorry, leading the division by a game and a half, I think. Both teams have a so-so schedule, a 5-game schedule ahead of them. Both have one hard marquee matchup. The other ones are kind of easy to go by. But it's unfortunate that Joe Burrow got hurt, but it's fortunate for me for fantasy. So, like I said, 34-20. I'm contemplating if I'll stream Sunday, the Cowboys versus Panthers, but I will not be streaming next Thursday because it's Thanksgiving. So, thank you for joining. Like I said, it was a great time, and see you later.